aid him in remembering what transpired 2 sessions ago, he has the opportunity to do a quick recap and inform us. Go ahead, Jethros.
We wrapped up our fight, fighting this evil plant druid wizard that had taken an orca captive for the criminal act of being pregnant. So that wasn't great. But we took care of that problem. Unfortunately, the orc we were trying to save perishing in the act of saving her. So yes. Goel went crazy with anger. Just established that. And we sort of got ready and sat down for the night. Everyone making sure that we sort of weren't gonna die here. Elwin, right? Is Elwin? I can't find his name on here. Whatever. New elf guy. Yes, Elwin got some armor. But after that, we sat down, took a rest, making sure everything was okay. Regulus talking to Vala and freaking out over his new magical puberty powers. Jethros going and talking to his magical daddy. And everyone experiencing these new feelings they were having. And in the morning, we all woke up. Judas having told the drow lady, "Hey, we just had a bad experience, and Goel, he doesn't really like the drow, so maybe you should keep your distance. But we'll be out to help to keep following in a second." She's like, "Okay, well I'm gonna check out this place." So we wake up, everyone checks on Goel. It seems like nothing's really changed, and Goel didn't seem too estranged by what happened. Snow Song being the one to tell us that this actually has happened before. It's best to just move out of his way. But yeah, everyone seemed kind of a bit apprehensive around Goel. Didn't really want to make him angry or anything, and Goel seemed to notice that. But topic quickly changed to the fallen orcs that were here, because that was mainly what Goel came in here to trying to save. And we took the time to first have Vala breathe life, though short, into the corpse of the pregnant woman, to allow Goel to have one last conversation with her. Got some information out of that. Apparently, whoever was here before was an ally to the orcs, and they were here on sort of a favor to retake it, I guess, maybe. But afterwards, we built a pyre, as it seemed like Goel remembered that as sort of a ritual for burial. Not burial, but, sending the dead off. So we built a pyre and burned the bodies, and we checked out the area. It seemed that whatever was here was giant in origin, based on all the runes that were around. And thanks to Regulus, we pinned that down to it being a stone giant. And Regulus let us know that this ritual that some of the runes were talking about, the Great Stillness, I think, was something to do with separating yourself from time itself. Yeah. And that's a pretty cool thing. Jethros and Regulus were talking about that, or whatever, and we ended up deciding if we could find whatever stone giant had send him off on this favor, it'd probably be really good for us having a friend of the orcs on our side be someone so big and strong. So we did try and do that. When Regulus and Jethros tried to look around for sort of stuff that might lead us to believe where the stone giant went, we saw a bunch of evil moss and mold, and we alerted the party to certain parts where that was. But we eventually came across a chasm with a lot of spires coming out of it. Jethro's having turned into a big old bird, and after a bit of scouting, it seemed like there were creatures getting ready to attack us, and we were fully aware of that, but we weren't fully aware of all the creatures, and it did not go very well as a tentacle monster started grabbing people and pulling them across big pits and stuff. But we laid waste to them like usual, and Goel noticed fire off in the distance and squealing monsters flapping their wings towards us. As near the end of the fight, some evil-looking creatures were flying away from some orcs that had fiery hands as arrows were being shot at them. And I think that's where we are.
And indeed, we are in midst of that sequence is still on initiative turn as the orcs approach from the other side, handing those strange creatures that fly up ahead. The Quetzalcoatl's form that Jethros you are currently under the effects of is once finally freed from the grasp of the roper. The tendrils unveil around you, and what do you do?
Well, shit. Remind me, okay? Has anything over here tried to attack us yet? Because that's the only thing I can really see.
The only thing around you that has tried to do so has been this veggie.
Okay. I will. Is there a height difference between sorry, this right here and this right here?
Not really.
Okay.
There is a little bit of a downstream. You are on the higher ground because they are on the quote-unquote platform or stairs below.
Okay, just curious. I will. My speed is 80. Oh yeah. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. I will deliver a melee combatant. I will and I will dig my claws around the shoulder blades of Elwyn and start to pick him up if Elwyn is willing.
What is Elwyn's reply? Elwyn allows the Quetzalcoatls to do so as you just smack them with the head right above your neck, and Elwyn steps over there.
All right, and then I will let's see. Okay, so it's 25 feet there. Yeah, I will fly let's say 20 feet up, and then immediately go down into like a dive attack towards. Oh wait, I guess I picked him up, so never mind. I would just fly Elwyn right here.
Getting Elwyn in range of attacks as the creature quaddles will aid Elwyn towards there. And anything else?
Yeah, I just drop him at the creature, and I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna move this way, sort of.
Go for it.
Just get a closer look at these creatures over here.
And anything else?
That's all.
Jethros.
Sorry.
No worries. Right after that, Regulus, you are up next.
All right. I'm going to. So I guess the other enemies are still yet to approach. Ones that are miles away. Oh, Gloomstalkers, great.
The Gloomstalkers are flying towards there as the orcs are hunting them down.
Well, I guess we're on the orc side, hopefully. In case Goel can't see, or is too angry to see far, although he's pretty good at eyesight. Did he notice them? Or did...
Goel was the one that
Before the
saw
fight.
them.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
with his
that one
his eyes. What do they see?
What do you see with your orcish eyes? Anyways, I'm going to fly this way a wee bit, and I'm going to shoot. Might be a little too far away. Oh, not far enough for. I could do a firebolt.
Go for it.
Do a firebolt. That one. Do the middle one. Ew.
That's a good burst of fire as flames wreath into your hands, Regulus, and slam onto the Gloomstalker in there. Was there anything else, Regulus?
Oop, that'll be it.
Seeing fire up ahead, the Gloomstalker will fly all the way, scattering away from the orcs that are currently assaulting it. And as it flies by and around the creature, it's going to shriek. I guess it would be moving right by the Quetzalcoatlus, and I think that also gets Regulus in the order, but nothing else. So make me the con saves.
I don't know why I owe note. I have a really good chance at this. Ugh.
As sadly for Jethros, the moment the creature screeches, your form fizzles and fades as you revert back onto normal. Jethros, are you flying at what distance from the ground? Just keep an eye on.
I mean, I imagine I would be. I'm not expecting to not be a bird anymore. Let's say 20 feet.
That seems pretty reasonable, I would say. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, but you not only go prone, you also get stunned. Or not only stunned, paralyzed until the very end of those creatures' next turn as you drop into the ground by the shriek of the creature. As Regulus, you are barely able to protect yourself. Well, not barely able, but you are able and willing to absorb this, brace through it, and not let it affect it.
I have resistance to bludgeoning damage. Do I just take one?
Yes, correct. Okay, yeah. That is correct. I was trying to figure out what exactly you meant by it. No, it's been a couple of weeks. I forget things as well. So Jeffers falls to the ground towards there, and right after that, more of those gloomstalkers are moving and scattering away. Seeing the orcs attacking them, the creature will fly up forth. And as it's moving towards you, Regulus, it's not dancing, it's not moving that fast, but you will see the creature meld and disperse and reappear right beside you as it will try to strike you from over there. And snatch. That's the attack that it will try to do to you. Does that hit you, Regulus?
I can't shield it, so yes.
For 15 points of slashing and 8 points of necrotic, and the creature will grapple you and restrain you on its feet. As the creature disappears from front of you, you look surprised as you hear flapping wings behind you. You turn around, the creature uses its talons to grab you, but that makes it unable to make a secondary attack, and it can only use this one in this occasion, as I do not think I rolled for the Shriek Richards. Let me do that just going on. It does not have any more Shrieks, the one that did so on Jethros, as all of those play together. That's interesting. Nonetheless, as this one flies up ahead, scatters the opposite direction, and for the time being takes a dodge action, as it will also teleport 40 feet further away to avoid any attacks from those orcs that are tracking them down. The orc tracker will move up forth, and you can see it has always only for the one that just tried to go away from it. And as the orc turns and looks at it, aims with its bow and makes attacks against it, even though they are at disadvantage. 12 will not hit, but the second attack will deliver a very potent shot, as the creature is quite the Deadeye, quite the marksman in there, as strikes through the wing onto the Gloomstalker, as it speaks a few words that you do not understand, as it does so right in front of you, as the other orcs move a little bit further up ahead, and conjoined will make you see them stand onto the ground. One puts a hand in front of the other and point up ahead. They start observing. You don't hear what they're saying. They are looking on something. They turn and see you into the distance. It's still unclear what exactly their relationship will or is with you. But for the time being, they survey the area and land around them. Vala, you are next.
All right. What exactly is the thing? Not the stalker, the small one. The familiar of Naivara.
Yes.
Right.
Parasite.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's try and get the stalker away from us. So Vala will take a few steps back and cast a guiding bolt at it at first level.
17 hits.
All right. That's for a total of 16. Okay.
That's 32 points of radiant damage, as the creature is vulnerable to all that. A creature of shadows, it gets stricken by light. It turns towards you and shrieks angered with its feet deeply root onto Regulus.
Okay. And that will be Vala's turn for now.
And Elwin, you are up next.
Did I see Jethros fall in the sky, revert to his new normal form?
If you can see it on the map, it means that Elwin can see it as well, yeah.
Okay, then give me a second. Okay, found it.
You also hear the air escaping my lungs.
Oh god. There a hole here, right, Caitlin?
Where? Sorry, I didn't see where you pinged. Yeah,
Um,
there is quite not a hole over there, but there is a gap, like a big cliff right below you over there.
Yeah, that person will take a flight, grab his throat, and throw it in the hole.
Go for it. Make me your athletics check. More than fine. I'll assume this is a sov, right?
Yeah,
As a sov to the side will bring them here. The creature is small, so it is able to stand, but any other small sov will drop it down. The creature is barely able to stand on the corner.
I will use another shove.
Go ahead, roll me the roll. There might be no chance for me to combat that. And indeed, that is the case, as we will just turn to the creature, strike one with the blunt side of your blade, then move towards it and just kick it over there.
So I moved. I was here. So I'll run here. And while I'm running, like the cloak is wrapping around me, I disappear. Then I pop out next to Jethris, like in front of this creature, holding my weapon up in a protective manner. And will say, turn, look, Jethris, you're okay? That's a no. I will be here. Stand up. That's my turn.
As Eloin uses the mantle of this dark mantle to teleport and disappear and move through there. Judas, you are up next.
Where I see these bats, right?
You can definitely see them.
In situations like this, is when you pull out a bow and arrow which has unlimited arrows and start firing. Pew pew.
Which is the target for this?
Why disadvantage?
Which is the target? I'm asking. This one is dodging, so you would be at disadvantage.
Why is it dodging?
Yes.
Well, I'm not gonna. I was probably gonna shoot randomly at one for each. So let's shoot at the one first, and I'll shoot at the other one.
The other one should be a normal. The other one actually should be at advantage because Vala did hurl a guiding bolt at it. So one with disadvantage. That does not hit. Roll me the one at advantage now. Just to keep an eye on, there's improved defense might work on ranged attacks or all weapon attacks. I don't recall that.
I know we gotta check. I took the rage off.
No worries. Just double checking for the other.
Rage doesn't. Let me see. Impress point is it?
Only
Why?
your melee weapon strikes. It says.
Melee, yeah. So I was
Yeah.
saying just 5.
You take on your bow, aim toward them, and hurl a quick shot to each of those creatures, trying to fend them off. As anything else, Judas?
That's me.
As right after that, the drow will call out the strange creature to the back of your hand and look back towards Vala. I think this is as far as I'll go unless you attempt to reason with them. I'm sure they're not si kind to the drow in there. And Goel, you are up next.
It's my turn?
It is your turn.
You
Finally.
literally the last one.
Okay. Gloomstalker's running away. This thing is killed. Did it hit me? I don't see any. I didn't take any damage.
I think you are missing like
Right.
6 health or something.
Yeah. Okay. So. We're stuck here and we're both raged. And we can't go up there, right?
There is a bridge over there, a Lycan bridge.
Alright. Let's see how far I can go. Can I make a jump here? How far is the jump?
20
20
feet.
feet.
Your strength is
How-
18 or 20, I don't recall.
It's 18,000. 18.
18, that means with a decent athletic set, with a technically somewhat of an easy check, you should be able to clear 20 feet of a distance.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Take a run and jump. Pew. With a bonus action dash.
Go for it.
See if I die.
2 ones.
Oh, it's advantage.
That is a success. Yeah, 22 is more than fine as you will jump onto the other side. That, however, took you 50 feet of your movement. You still have 30 more, I think.
It's 90 total, so I have 40.
Go for it.
30. This is as far as I can go. All right. Has it been a day already, or has can I use my Sunforger, or is it?
I think it has. You haven't used it within that day. Last time you used it was in the previous encounter, so I think should be refreshed. Assume everyone keeps track of those. So
All right, I'll use my action before jumping to throw my Sunforger at. Let's see. I don't want to hit regulars, but at the same time I do. But I'm gonna throw it at this one.
Do it.
constantly hurts you with fireballs. Might be your only chance
He
of
did?
redeeming yourself.
Okay,
Do
yeah,
it.
I'll
Do it.
throw
No
at-
balls. No balls.
Are you challenging me?
Yes.
Make a deck save, bitch.
I like the name calling.
Are we
What was
sure
that saying?
Are we sure we're on the same side, all of us?
No, but does it matter?
So let's see, that's 11, then halved, or that's 11 halved, and then resistance 5. Or 4. 4? 5. 4? 5.
Does it count the rage?
No.
It would have been cool if it did.
Sneaking out. Could I have hunters marked him before throwing that?
A hammer gets thrown into the distance, bursting with fire, striking in front of the Gloomstalker and nearly separating them with regulars as everything else goes.
That's it. Snowsong goes next. He does not have any transformations, I believe.
He should have
He should
them
both.
both. He hasn't. Yeah, he has not used any.
Okay, yeah. Acid Song and Electric Snow Song, Eel. It's still up. So let's see. I don't want to use them, to be honest. This is like a bridge, right?
Yes, a lion bridge.
I have 40 feet. So he's gonna go 80 feet with an action dash. That's it. That's my turn.
More than fine, as right after that, Jeffers, you are currently paralyzed, so there is really not much that you can actually do. However, I do need you to make me, I think it's a Constitution saving. Yes,
is
make me a
it?
Constitution saving throw.
I think it just ends at the turn, right?
No, not for the paralyzed. That's a different thing. I'll explain. More
Okay.
fun stuff.
Evil mold. Why isn't it rolling?
I'm not sure I can answer that.
Roll 20-minute delay.
Just roll a d20 and then +1.
Okay, I will do so for you. D20. 13 plus 1, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
You feel a burning sensation from the back torso of your hands as you are laying down on the ground, but you are able to hold that off for the time being as you are in that position. As right after that, Regulus, you are up next.
Okay. After taking a fiery blast to the face and seeming mostly unfazed by it, he will well, this thing's grappling me. Am I restrained by it? Or am I just grappled? Oh.
Its grapple makes restrained as well.
This fucking bastard. Anyways, I will... I'll just hit with a shocking grasp. At disadvantage. Oh. Disadvantage. Silly me.
Go.
Pain.
You turn towards the creature and try to grab it, but as the creature gets pinned by an arm from Judas and a bolt from Vala, it nearly unlaces you with its talons. For a second, you start to drop, or at the very least, turn around to fly as it uses the other talon to the other feet of its to grab you once again as you dangle in there, and your attack just goes way wide as it misses the target.
Use 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell.
I like to imagine this is how it gives you, like up towards down.
Does the... Oh no, it doesn't get me out of it. It's just, if I'm grappled, I'm grappled. Right, yeah. Because my shard won't ignore the grapple, will it?
Correct, it won't.
Okay. I don't remember what staff I have out. I'm pretty sure it's the staff of defense. It is. I will. I have to bonus action something. Yeah, why not? I will distance spell a Misty Step. My once a day free cast of Misty Step. So I can do 60 feet. And I will go... How high am I up in the air?
I'll assume similar to Jeff's, you're slightly above those platforms, like 20 feet.
Okay, so I go all the way over here. With this Misty Step. And then since I'm free and use my whatever it is, meta magic, I will be able to fly. So I will fly 60 feet down to here and take cover behind the safest place.
Behind Vala. Using Vala as a mid-shield is a great idea, usually. Anything else, Regulus?
Nope, that'll be it.
As the gloom stalker from above as it shrieks and Jethros falls into the ground, it has evaded more shots, so it turns more into its hunter state, and it will fly and descend right down towards Elwyn and Jethros and make its multi-attack. As it will try to claw at Jethros. I do not think that hits.
It actually does.
14 hits you, okay?
Yeah.
That means that you take 14 and 7 and not 13, minus 6. I think that is. Doing the lower. Okay, that is correct. So the total is, give me just a second. That is the slashing damage, and that is the necrotic damage.
Oh, cool.
Total of 36 if you're not resistant to slashing. I think only bludgeoning you resist,
Yes,
right?
sir.
As the Gloomsword comes down towards you, tries to rip you into shreds with its claws and bites at you. Ellen, standing right next towards the creature, takes flight again. As Ellen, you can make an opportunity attack.
Couldn't that stop the attack? I feel useless.
The creature moved down for the vulnerable prey. They are not that intelligent, but they are somewhat intelligent. Like, they're still animalistic, but their intelligence goes beyond the normal animal.
Ah, okay.
Strike the vulnerable targets. 19 hits. As the creature gets a strike on its way up from you, Eloin, and the moment it does so, in order to separate itself even further from you, it will use its action to shadow step as a bonus action and disappear. It should have used it before it went close towards you, as it starts to fly and continue its trajectory up further in there. And I shall roll a d6 to see if it recharges its Shriek ability. It does not, as at the very end of its turn, Jethris, you regain your senses. You are no longer paralyzed, and as you are doing so, aside from that burning sensation, as your senses return, you feel a little bit more awakened and connected to the nature, to the land around you. So you can hear movement and you can feel the growth, this strange mold right below you. You can feel it slightly moving. You turn around to see it. You don't see something, but you do recognize that there is some sort of movement around in the area. And right after that, the Gloomstalker that was stricken again and again from guiding bolts and attacks, and Regulus managed to escape its talons. Bloodied as it is, it will fly away 80 feet towards that direction, then 40 feet to disappear further into the distance, as it will dash to get as far as it can deep into the chasm. It's still potentially at the very, very long range of someone's attack, but the creature is potentially still an attack target. The Gloomstalker in there continues to avoid the attacks, and as Judas hurls an arrow towards it, the creature moves towards him and will try to snatch him. I'll assume 18 hits you, Judas.
Yes.
And the creature will strike for 9 points of slashing damage and 12 points of necrotic, as that is 25 feet of movement. And now holding you, it will fly up the next 30 feet of movement with you in its hands, as it has you by the talons of its own. And that will be the creature's turn. As the orcs in here speak among themselves, they look up into the distance and quickly turn to see what targets they can spot up ahead, as they make a perception check, the 2 melee ones, to try and see what lies up ahead. And will quickly, one of them point close towards Jethris and then draw, and the one with the bow will turn his aim and turn towards Elwin and hurl a shot. A shot that goes straight towards you, Elwin, as you see the orc attacking from the distance, as the other orc will quickly speak something, and the creature narrows its arrow as all their gaze shifts towards the orc that is among them, Goel, skipping its second attack. And Vala, you are up next.
All right. What is the thing afflicting Regulus right now?
Exhaustion, level 1, I think.
Nothing I gained from this fight.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know what? Let's keep it simple. Since that thing is weak to holy magic, let's give it some more. Vala will call down a Twilight Smite on it.
Which one?
The one in front of her.
That's the slithering factor that Naivar has created to lead you where the drow are.
It's a nice creepy thing.
Oh,
Do you recall that?
I had forgotten. I had.
It's okay, it's okay. We can
Forgotten.
obviously change targets, that's okay. It's been a couple of weeks. Just making sure that you do recall that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was wondering why was it not attacking. Okay. So let's go to. Okay, I'm not gonna kill the one that Judas is on. If he falls, I don't want to be responsible. So let's go for the one.
Above.
Yeah, is that one? Why is there an X on it? Is it?
It does not have the shriek, Richard.
Oh,
The ability to stun or paralyze next to it.
sorry, I'm a little distracted.
It's
Right.
okay.
So let's give it. It will be the target of the Twilight Smite, but it will make the save very brilliantly so, and that will be Vala's turn.
Vala will turn towards the creature and aim her holy magic. The creature will quickly revert and fly, sidestep, and move to the side to avoid the attack on itself. As Elohim, at the start of your turn, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
You feel a sting under your boots, under your feet down below. I don't think you are actually wearing any boots right now. I think you are barefoot, if I recall.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can feel that stingy, that burning sensation down below for a moment, as if there is like a thorn or something, like a bramble in there that's sticking out at you. The only thing that you see is just mold in there.
I don't like this thing. I will look to Jethras. Excuse me, Jethras. Put Jethras on my back. And run. Dash with him. At, I believe, 30 feet, right? Give me a second, sorry. It will be here.
Keep in mind, you are dragging Jethros, so you're moving at half speed with Jethros, right?
Yeah, I'm dashing.
But actually grabbing Jethros is one of your attacks or actions.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's only free object interaction, sadly.
Okay.
If I was paralyzed, maybe.
Yeah. I don't have much movement. I don't want to see. I don't have action surge. I don't know. I don't want to move here. This is 10 feet. Okay, so I will grab Jethras and lift him from the ground. So he's not touching the ground. I'm the one who's touching the ground.
Okay, that's more than fine with me.
Yeah.
On to
So
your back.
yeah. So I have 20 movement now. I will use half because I moved 10. I will
You
move.
now
only-
have another 10 feet of movement.
Yeah. So I will move 10 with Jethras at my back. That will be my turn.
And Judas, you are up next. Grappled into the talons of that beast, of the Gloom Soccer.
I'm wondering, it's rule of cool and such. As it grapples me on it, can I possibly try and grapple back and try and get onto it, say, start using it as a kite or something?
Give me a second. The idea is that you can maneuver or direct where it moves, or to, in the case that it tries to,
start pulling,
to drop
start
you.
pulling. The thing that's grabbed me with its claws. Technically speaking, I should be able to pull down on its legs, trying to direct it towards somewhere.
Okay, different options. I'm okay with it. There are no rules for this, but I am definitely going to allow something as such. You have options a little bit in here. You can do what you said, or potentially just make clear. In the case that the creature lets you drop, you could potentially attach yourself onto the creature so you won't fall. Neither of them acts as grappling, because if you grapple the creature, you both fall down to the ground. So which one of the two would you like to do? More so direct its control, or make certain that the creature cannot drop you without you giving a fight?
Does it look like it likes dropping people? Is that the was that the operation operandi?
It is one of its MOs with a snatch ability, but
Well, okay,
that's
then
entirely up to you.
first, I'm going to try and make sure that I can be dropped with them. So I'll try that first.
Make me an athletics checks contested by the creatures. Acrobatics. Roll the 14. I think you should still be within range, so it shall give you advantage.
Who's giving me advantage?
Range. I think you are in range, right?
Well, can't remember. We really need to mark these guys.
You
It's been a while.
had to toggle off the damage modifier, so I'll assume you're with range.
Yes, okay, thank you.
No worries.
Well, and then I should have had one. Should be at 160 or 67. Yeah, that didn't pick up when I was damaged earlier. Anyway, voltage.
Barely, but enough, as you will attach to the creature, grab by the tail of it or its back, as to make certain that the creature cannot drop you without it willing, without you willing. As anything else, Judas?
I think that's me for now. I'm just like flying high.
And right after that, Nevada, having made a pretty decent stealth check prior, she could have just moves to the side over here. She will remain hidden. She's not gonna risk showing up, especially with those orcs onto the other side. Goel, you are up next. You see an arrow flying towards Elwin as it then stops as the orcs then look towards you for a second. What are you doing, Goel?
Does me attacking with the Sunforger, throwing it, constitute as an attack, or is my rage fall off?
I'll definitely consider it as an attack. That makes more sense. It's not a very powerful move. It's not like power gaming or anything. So yeah, definitely I'm okay with that.
Okay. There's only one Gloomstalker left. The other one is just gone.
There are two Gloomstalkers. And one that is
the other
very further away. One up there, one down there, and the other one that has gone way off into the distance.
Yeah, that's gone. Okay, let's see. I'll use an aggressive to go 90 feet. And yeah, I'll just use my action to resummon my Sunforger and get both Warhammers and get ready to receive Judas. I don't really have anything or any items, any actions to hold. So if he falls, just break his fall or something. I'm assuming the Gloomstalker is carrying him and just dumping him.
Right now, yes.
Yep. That's my turn. And for Snowsong, he will go next to me and prepare an action to, I don't know, catch with his mouth.
Try to grab Judas if he is to fall onto the pit. choosing position snows on wherever you will in the case that the creature actually drops them. If you want to be where Judas currently is, you could even, I don't know what speed Snowstorm has, if he can make it all the way up to
Yeah, it's
here to
14.
try and contest. So.
Where was he? He's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has 20 more. You can go here.
I guess it can move. It can move in a somewhat like that. Make a step like that. Just move up here, then jump over there. So potentially to do that. Bite onto Judas' leg from the other side as the glue sucker on one side and Snowstorm on the other try to get Judas for themselves.
That's it.
Just to keep an eye on Judas. Snowstorm tries to bite you to make sure that you do not fall off. Are you allowing this, or is it a contest? Are you willing to travel with the Gloomstalker for the time being?
I'm willing to go to Gloom stuff at the moment. So I was like, I say, Snowstorm, I've got this.
Snowstorm make me an athletics check. Judas, make me an athletics check as well. So Snowstorm is trying to grab you. Make me one for that. Snowstorm tries to do so, but Judas is able to just pull himself reel himself a little bit closer to the Gloom Stalker. And anything else for Snowstorm, Goel? I'll assume that is the turn as Jethris. You are up next.
These spires, are they fully made out of spore, like mushroom?
Which ones?
Like all, like is. Oh my gosh!
These ones in
this one,
these ones in here are made of wooden bark. This one in here as well. Though there is some lichen below. The ones that are made entirely out of fungal lichen is this one, and the ones over there.
So there's no like clay, there's no dirt on the walls over here.
Below the fungal infestation, there might be there. Definitely, you should be able to see around there.
And how high is Judas above these plateaus?
I'll assume similar to your flying earlier on, about 10 feet from the area. From that area, something like that.
Okay. I would like to cast. Hang on, sorry. The form filling. Oh, never mind. That completely changed my whole thing. Takes 10 minutes for this to complete. So I'm not gonna move Earth. I will say through our telepathic bond. Shit! There's fucking evil fucking mold on the ground, guys. Watch out.
Just to keep an eye, Jethris.
Yes.
From the lyre, move Earth is an action. It says so in the description of that.
It is
from the lyre.
It is an action to cast, but
Okay.
it says in the description of the spell that it takes 10 minutes for the creation to be complete.
I see how you mean. Okay, that makes sense.
So I would like to instead. Ellen's like perfectly fine right now, so I will bonus action take on my elemental gift and start flying. Ellen's a hardy guy, it would seem. He would have to be. He's been naked all these years, so I'll... Please let me go, Elwyn. And I'm going to just move off and fly this way. Trying to get, I guess, 15 feet up since I'm on Elwyn's back, and then just 20 feet forward, if that's okay.
You are also prone. It plays a little part, unless so it does take a little bit from your speed, but I'll assume you figure out the distance or how much you will to move.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not using my action for anything, so I'll just stand up and expend the rest of my movement. Just getting a little bit closer then. Just come over here. I mean, yeah, okay, so how much movement would you say I have left if I stand up or prone? I don't.
And you're going about.
I'm dashing.
You've used 40 feet of movement and another 15 feet. You have 5 more feet if your speed is 30.
Okay, I'll just get 5 more closer to Judas in case he falls.
As Jethro starts to fly towards them, dirt starts to coalesce around him and maneuver him over him into the distance that Slytherin Tracker remains as whole. But you noticed earlier on, Jethro, as you're flying away, you noticed that those orcs are not moving. They have seen something. And you did notice this sensation from the ground, from your tremor sense that you were, and slowly you can see that movement, that strange sensation starts to coalesce and take form in the middle of this fungal mushroom. Slowly, it starts to the moss starts to take form, filled with brambles and thorny spikes. And as it stands up and tall, it turns around and then rushes up forth. And makes a stomp attack. Does that hit you, Elwyn?
No. Wait, give me a second. Yeah, I'm holding my 2 weapon, so no. My AC with the armor is 16, but while I'm holding both my weapon is 17.
Then it's great that it does not hit you because you just avoided 31 points of bludgeoning damage in this regard, as the creature just charges up towards you to try and stomp you, but fails to do so as it meets you halfway through there, and as it moves past you, it will try to bite you. Wait, it makes 2 stomp attacks. Well, the first one is the one that actually is for the charge attack, so at the very least the second one cannot provoke that damage. I'm pretty sure that hits.
No, 30 doesn't hit.
Ha ha ha, you're being funny now. Not gonna be funny when it hits you, as the creature stomps on top of you and turns around, roars, and will attempt to bite you. I'll assume 22 also hits you.
Yeah.
For 21 points of piercing damage, the creature returns and bites you, Elwyn, and you are currently grappled. Trained. As Regulus, you are up next.
All right. Well, I hear a battle of titanic proportion going on over there. So I will fly over the bridge this time, so I don't fall or something stupid. Elwyn, how do you feel about a fireball? Just curious, not theoretical.
And as a player, I am go ahead jump as the Elwyn. That will hurt his trust, but at the moment he doesn't see you. He's inside a monster mouth. So go ahead, but he will put the thing put together later on.
Actually, I don't need to hit you with that. However, I'm gonna lock you. I'm gonna put you in a cage match.
Each match.
I will use a 4th level spell to cast Wall of Fire. And I will make it a ring. Actually,
I can see.
I
Assume
could
smaller
fight.
than that? Or just like that?
That is a perfect cage match for that mushroom
Yeah,
top.
I know, it looks so perfect.
Well, the problem is I want it to get hit more than a couple times. Although if it gets hit, it's probably gonna run out. So, I mean, is Element gonna get hit by if I put the business end on the inside?
Elwin might get hit now, but if he decides or somehow moves into the center, he should be safe from that, although the creature will not. Like, I think it does damage to those that are 10 feet of it, right?
Yeah.
So there is that. An intense cage match in there.
Well, although nowhere this creature moves, it won't be 10. It'll always be 10 feet away from the wall, like unless it's like smack dab in the center.
Yeah. Even if it goes to the center, like if it moves over here in a second, I'll put that onto the map layer for a second so I can move it. Even if it goes here, it's always going to be within 10 feet of that.
Alright, I cast Wall of Fire. Have I observed any resistances that Elowen might have? Or are you just an elf?
I'm just an elf.
Resistance to cold. He's been making all this time, you know.
Probably. Anyways, yeah, I'll cast Wall of Fire. I don't have. I wish I had. No, I don't wish I had that. Anyways, Wall of Fire. I'll roll the damage because it's gonna get hit. Does it roll now because it's in the fire? I forgot.
It barely is outside, like, clipping it at the very end of it, but it's not in there.
Pain. Alright, well. Well, it's going to take damage anyway, since it's within 10 feet. Yeah, so, yeah. I'll yell out towards Elowen and I'll say, try and get in the middle!
As his skin turns to bacon.
The emoji face I put, that is now Elowen when you saw the fire.
I can't see it. I'm assuming you're happy.
I'm like...
The creature on the other side takes the shot of Vala and will descend down towards her. So the Gloomstalker will move down and try to snatch Vala. I do not think that hits you, Vala, though.
Thank God, no.
As the creature, the moment that it strikes, fends and teleports further away as it starts circling around the area with its remaining movement, not provoking an opportunity attack, however, from it being able to disperse and disappear. As for the other Gloomstalker, the one that currently has Judas on its legs, it will fly up forth, and as it is going to do so, it is going to let Judas go from the grapple, to let him drop into the chasm. However, Judas is still hanging on to it as the creature realizes it at the very last moment as it has let off the grapple, roars right back towards them, tries to claw them and kick them off. As it will make 2 attacks. Bite attack, no longer grappled nor restrained. Judas, you are. The attacks are abnormal.
Isn't it still grappling me? Almost. No, okay.
It is no longer grappling you, so it does not have advantage on those attacks. But it's still trying to claw you and fend you off.
Decent hits.
That's rolling great necrotic damage in there.
Oh, that's classic. Let's see here. Let's see.
Does Judas have any resistance to necrotic? Or is that poison?
I think poison, Nevada gave him.
No, is it poison or necrotic? I think it's poison. I wanted the necrotic one, but somebody else took it.
That's the total, which is 21 points of slashing and 41 points of necrotic damage as the creature tries to claw and fend Judas off still flying above as it takes flight to avoid Grell, but still, with Judas dangling around it, the creature will remain in relative proximity, about 15 feet high from the ground over there. And the orcs on the other side see at it, and the marksman will try to aid into the distance with his gloomstalkers, as the other one is completely into the wall of fire. They can see it from above, but right now they might as well hurl their services and aid the targets. Towards the gloomstalker in the distance, I think it might be long distance for it. It is long distance, so the attacks are a disadvantage. Thankfully for them, they are good shot. One of those attacks will hit for another 18 points of piercing damage, as the other orcs take strategic placement around it to make sure that the sharpshooter will not be stricken by any other target remaining at close towards them. Vala, you are up next.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's time to start shooting down the thing that Judas is on, and Vala will try to hurl another guiding bolt at it. At
That
first
hits.
level- Yes, at first level for 26, I reckon.
A burst of radiant damage and giving advantage to the very next one that hits it as Vala, who aims up and blasts the creature with potent radiance. Yes, Vala.
No, nothing.
As Elohim, you are up next.
As I'm in the mouth of this creature, really hurt, really in pain, I will look to the sword, the fiery, and extend the sword as a flame, as a bonus action. Activate the, I believe, Pretty Sword. And while I'm activated, look to the sword and see the fire still absorbed and absorbed and absorbed more. And as an action, I will activate this for the sword itself. As entire Allowan engulf in fire, and they're like a small not explode, like a fiery light entirely. So maybe the outside there, more fire inside.
Flames riff as Elohim sets themselves ablaze amidst of all this. The whole area starts to flicker and combust as anything else, Elohim.
I will say in what's my language? Give me a second. I have a lot of not a lot. I'll say in Undercommon. I'll say, I hope I'm too hot to eat, and that my turn.
As right after that, Judas, you are up next.
Motherfucker wants to bite me, I'm biting back.
With advantage, even, because the creature is under the effects of Guiding Bolt. That will definitely hit.
And biting is a melee attack.
It deals 10 points of piercing damage and another 4 points, which become 8 of radiant damage, for a total of 18.
And then, oh yeah, that was the first attack, wasn't it? In the
Correct.
rage turn. So, what a roll. Anyway, and then as I bite into its leg, you can see I'm almost falling off, biting into its leg as I stab with the greatsword upwards, recklessly.
Go for it.
20 points of damage. Is he dead yet or not?
It is actually 26 points of damage, Judas, because the creature is vulnerable to the radiant damage that you do as you turn up and slice at it. The creature still stands.
Motherfucker. It's 15
Anything
feet
else,
up.
Judas?
It's 15 feet up, right?
15 feet, yes.
Well. Sighing, Judas will drop.
You take only d6 points of damage, and I'm pretty sure you will just use half of your speed to not be prone, as you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. You're
Yep,
no longer on top of it.
that's me.
As Goel, you are up next.
Alrighty. No damage was taken, so my rage is gone, right?
Yes, you didn't take any damage, so you return to your normal form. That's not the
Oh,
correct
okay.
token, I'll bring the code. I think the multi-sided version of this is wrong. Don't remove the previous token yet. Okay, now you can remove the previous token. Here it is. Go.
Alright, this thing is 15 feet in the air. Can I make a 15-foot jump?
I think you can actually reach it to make an attack at the very least, because your strength is about 9 feet, which means not 9. Sorry, your high jump is 3 plus your strength modifier, so that is 7 feet. So you can make it 7 feet with a running jump, and you are about 6 feet yourself. That gives your range up to 18 to 20 feet.
Okay. How many attacks can I do?
1 before you fall right back off. You don't take the damage from that fall because you don't fall that much, but still.
Okay.
It mostly comes down to how much movement speed you've got, so you can do that again and again.
45 movement.
So that is-
and I can do another bonus action to get another 45.
So you move 10 feet, then jump another 10. So it takes 20 feet to move right below the jump and try to strike it. Then you need to take distance because you need the running start each time to do that.
Yep.
12 is the first attack, or is it reckless? Sorry, I did not hear if you said
I don't
so.
need reckless since Judas is next to it.
Judas is not next to it because Judas fell down.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, it's a reckless.
Okay, 16 hits. Roll me damage. And as you jump up high, give us a quick description of how you end that creature.
Just taking seeing the animal, almost fly up on top of me. I will get some distance to try and run ahead and jump where it will fly, and then land an attack, and then just bring it down with me. Kind of like hook it with my attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I fall with it, like hooked to my Sunforger. That's it. So I don't need to use my adrenaline rush, right?
No, you don't.
Okay. Still have another attack. Okay, and Elwyn is 1v1ing this huge thing.
So it seems.
I will go. Oh, how much movement do I have?
You use
How can I
20 feet
split
so
with
far.
the
20 feet so far.
Okay, so I can do
You've used.
25 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will. What can I do? What can I do as a bonus action? I can Hunter's Mark. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Can I see this, or is the fire blocking the sight?
I think the creature is taller than the wall of fire, so you should be able to barely see it.
I'll use the first level Hunter's Mark.
How tall is the wall of fire, just to keep an eye on?
20
I think
feet.
it's 20 feet.
Is it 20 feet high, that creature? I think it's more long. You must...
To
What
the
is it
wiki.
anyway?
It is around 20 feet tall. So, should be... You know what? 1d4. 1, 2, it's smaller than that. 3, 4 is more than that. It's a little bit smaller than that, so it is currently all entrapped under the wall of fire. So no direct line of sight, sadly.
That's alright. That'll be my turn, and Snowsong will do 40 feet and do an action dash to be right next to it. That's it.
And I think Jethris is the next up. Jethris, your turn.
So the outside of the wall is the safe side, right? Can
Yes,
I tell
correct.
that? Like, is there a sign, like, less scorch marks on the outside that I
When you
would know?
move towards it, you can see that the flame, like tongues, reach out to the interior of the ring, as if it is trying to burn anything within it. You could probably tell that. And as you are approaching, you can feel less heat. You don't feel as vulnerable.
Okay. I'm going to fly up to, let's say, 25 feet. If I do that, how far can I go in any direction?
Give me a second.
I know that's a kind of goofy question, but...
Actually, 30 feet.
Oh.
It's like 31 feet. Okay, I'm rounding it correctly, so
Then yeah, I'll go...
it's only 10 feet of movement again.
I'll fly this away to get right here to get vision on Elwyn. And now that I'm here, I'm within range maybe to cast a spell. And flying in the air, seeing Elwyn trapped in this creature's maw, you'll feel the song of creation fill you as I cast a spell to enlarge you, and I'll sing, "You're pretty small, it's true, until I cast a spell on you." And I'll cast enlarge on him. So you add a d4 to all your attacks. And I will also use that as inspiration for a bonus action for you, Elwyn.
Put all the icons onto Elohim. That's right. That's what we are doing today. And then hit it.
And that's my turn.
As the creature in there sees the fires right next towards it and moves slightly to the side, dragging Elohim with it, trying to avoid the fire, but obviously wherever it goes in here, it will be within fire. Elohim burns with fire, but the creature has not stricken him down yet, as the creature will try to continue just stomping and wallowing on them. Not by signs that it is already biting him. I guess it will attempt to do the stomp attacks.
Yeah,
Oof.
both hit.
Oof.
For a total of 38 points of damage, the creature just swallows and again and again onto Ellen, roaring for a second as it will just crunch its jaws. It says that it cannot use the bite attack on any other target. It can still use it on you. For another 22 points of piercing damage as the creature continues to strike at you, Eloin. I think you've done something wrong in those calculations, Eloin.
It was 127, 37 or 27?
37. There was a 30 there.
Okay,
I saw that.
32. Okay, so minus 22.
And that will be the creature's turn for now, as it continues to bite and stomp and try to pulverize you. As at the end of its turn, it needs to make a dex save for the wall of fire, and it also takes some fire damage from you, Eloin, if I recall correctly, right?
Yep. He take only 2.
And that's the dex save for the wall of fire. So how much damage for the wall of fire? Did you roll that regular earlier on?
I did not roll it at all.
Go for it. Roll me the damage.
48. Oh, it's 4 or 5?
I
4.
think it's 5. 5d8.
58.
And I don't think it
Yeah.
makes the dex save for that, it just takes the 5d8, I think.
Yeah.
But I made a
Five.
full save regardless.
5d8. 15.
And that will be the creature's turn as Regulus. You are up next.
I'm just trying to remember if wall of fire is really mean and does it at the start and end of the turn. Oh, Kaz, I need to roll. I think you need to take more damage because it says. Oh no. It says whenever the wall appears, each creature within its area. Doesn't that apply to the inside?
Not to the
Targets?
10 feet. No. Like, that would mean to everything within 10 feet over here. It's onto the perimeter on the outside of it.
Oh, okay. Alright, on my turn, I will fly another 30 feet. Oop, I didn't mean to draw. They changed this UI.
Yep. I've done that mistake a number of times now.
I fly up a bit so I can get like I guess I'll fly like up 15 and over. So I can get a sight line. I don't think I'm flying right off the ground.
You're 20 feet height. We said that earlier on, so you
Oh, yeah.
fly about another 15 feet high up, so you get a better angle and a view from up there, so you can move 25 feet in a horizontal direction. You'll be at 35 feet height, which gives you enough range.
Yeah. So I move 15 feet straight up and 15 feet over.
25 feet horizontal, if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Up to 25, I guess.
And I will towards the big angry old. Looks like the biggest, angriest tumbleweed I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'll just cast a firebolt at it since that seems to be working.
Go for it.
I lied. It doesn't seem to be working at all. I'll use the inspiration I don't have. Never mind.
You should have one. I think I
Oh,
gave
did
you
I get
earlier
one?
on.
Did I get
Yeah,
one for
pretty sure I
setting
did.
an element on fire?
Yeah. I always give inspiration for friendly fire. It's a great way to farm those.
Oh.
You're evil.
Anyways, I will throw an inspiration at it. Might as well. Roll another 1. This is my penance for Sovereign. Oh, well, it's not. You know what? God, help me, please. I'm gonna roll 2d4. From my Divine Soul ability. Hopefully I roll good.
Go for it.
It's a 7. Plus 7.
That hits.
Good. 24 damage.
A burst of fire into this brambled fungal stack, striking at it. It's not vulnerable, but it is taking potent fire damage regardless.
Do I bonus action a spell slot? Yeah, why not? I'll bonus action shoot 1 again.
From up above, a flaming barrage as Regulus strikes for another 18 points of damage onto the creature. Anything else,
That'll be
Regulus? As right after that, the creature that seemingly has not still recovered its shriek, it will fly towards Goel, 40 feet towards there, and then will try to snatch him off the ground. Goel did recklessly attack, so it will strike and grab him as it moves down. It will use its talons and rip Goel as it will then fly off to the side over here with Goel at its feet. And that is its turn, as it will restrain them as the sharpshooter from the distance will take aim towards the Gloomstalker and start pinning it down. Even if it has Goel in it.
I don't make a save or anything. Just
Not against that, it's just grapple, part of the attack.
fucking stop.
Striking the Gloomstalker, as you see an arrow striking onto the wings of the Gloomstalker for 21 points of piercing damage, a potent shot from the distance afar. As Vala, you are up next. The creature is not blooded yet, though Goel is in the air with it.
Okay. Good boy. Well, let's keep bloodying the creature. Or... Oh, I know. Let me see. Yes. So, I hope they can understand... do remind me, command requires that the creature can understand me.
I think so.
Wait, I linked the spell real quick. The spell has nothing.
If it doesn't understand your language or your
Yes.
yeah.
There's no
They're
chance.
not undead, I can give you that.
Well, they're not undead, but I don't think we've seen any sign that these creatures speak any sort of language or they understand any sort of language, right?
You've seen moderate intelligent maneuvers. That roughly suggests an intelligence of 5 to something, 5 to 7.
Right.
I leave it up to you if you want to do so.
You know what? It's worth a shot because if it works, it will be great. So Vala will imbue her voice with divine power and command the creature to approach, so that it doesn't hold Goel above, such height. So yes, she will be casting command onto the creature. Oh, it makes the save.
But
Okay.
it does understand common. You do notice that at the very least. I roll for the reaches that I did not do. It does recharge the shriek, but
Whoa, okay, now that's bad. Let me check something real quick. Oh, I've cast a spell, so I don't have another thing to do. Next.
as Vala, you speak towards it for a moment, you see the creature turning back to meet your eyes as it understands what you are saying. But it will continue veer its course as Elwin. You are up next.
I'm here. Okay, I'm rustling inside. Not inside, like my side in his mouth. I will grab. Does he have a like the head, like in the image? Does he have a horn? Oh,
It has
some-
2 rumbled horns.
Yeah, so I'll grab his horn and like twist his horn to flip him in his back to make him fall prone.
Sadly, the creature is 2 sizes higher than you. It's actually gargantuan, not huge. So you aren't able to do that.
Isn't no more than 2 sides?
You can do up to a size higher than you. If you're
Ah.
medium, you can do up to large. If you're large, you can do up to huge.
Oh, sad. Okay, fighting spirit.
Make your attacks at normal then.
Yeah, and I gain 15 hit points. Temporary and attack 3 times. So, and hand me.
All of those hits. I'm gonna need a calculator for that. 2. And this is actually 58 points of damage, because you will see as you turn towards the creature and strike 1, twice, Thrice the second strike, when you strike it with the Morning Star, the acid of it will just corrode the rusted mold within it. It is vulnerable to acid, that is.
Oh.
And anything else, Helwin?
Action, bonus action. Yeah, that's all. The problem is another tap will shout for help. So yeah, that's his turn.
Judas, you are up next.
Dash in action! Dash, that's me.
Judas moves as far as he can amidst of all this. Oh, go ahead.
Shit. No, I'm just thinking of something. I just realized something. Can't really dash to there because that would be problematic.
You don't get damage if you are over there from the wall of fire, just to keep an eye on. Only if you're
Is
in
it
the
wall of
inside
fire?
or in here. Yeah, this is a wall of fire, but if you are over here, it doesn't do damage. You have to be within the spell or inside the spell to take the damage. Over there where you are, you don't take damage.
Yeah, that's a problem. Then I shall. Yeah, well, the thing is, I need to get damage. I can't get this. I'm going to go back here.
Extend your
And-
leg.
Yeah, no, I have to stand here and I have to fire an arrow from here.
Who is the target of the attack? Is it the Rusmold Behemoth or is it the Gloomstalker that holds Goel?
I turn my back on those ones because I'm sure the rest of the party has that sword, especially. Ugh. I'm sure the rest of the party can. Not Val. Yeah, I'm sure they can do it. So I'll shoot at this one here, the behemoth.
Go for it. First attack does not hit. Roll me the second one. It should be at normal, but regardless.
That's so big.
Still, about currently 19 feet. 18. Second attack will hit for 8 points of damage as you grab the longbow and hurl another shot on it. And Goel, you are up next as Judas grabs his bow and starts shooting. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
This barbarian feature does not state it has to be a melee hit, so
The Zealot trades.
that's correct.
Go for it. Roll me the damage.
I'm ready.
For another 5 points of radiant damage. As go ahead, Goel. Your turn.
Okay, hear me out. I am proficient in animal handling and I have speak with animals.
Okay.
Gonna use my free action to put my weapons away. And let's see. Or was it? Wait, can I use? Is it a free action to use speak with animals?
It is an action, though you can see that this creature is not a beast. This is something else. It doesn't look like a beast. It looks more draconic, like a wild, and less than a beast.
So it can't speak to it even if I try.
It did understand, though. I'll give you that because you're not currently raised. It did understand what Vala said to it. When Vala used a command word to approach, it can understand. It does understand common. Why is that? I'm not sure. But it does understand common.
Put me down.
The creature roars back at you.
die if you do not.
Goel, make me an intimidation check. I'll assume this is what you're trying to do, your action, to try and impose your presence towards it. More than fine. Make me your intimidation.
Funny that I have a -1 on intimidation. I'll use my inspiration to roll less.
Go for
What
it.
am I going to do? Ah, there.
Relatively better. I will roll from its own, trying as you are trying to scare the creature's imposed presence. I'll contest that roll. For some reason they have proficiency in that, might as well use it. Establishing dominance in there. Has anything else, girl, for your turn? Girl?
What's that? What did you say? Sorry.
Establishing dominance. I said the creature fails to do more, or not fails, but it does seem that what you are saying towards the creature does understand your words and feels at a vulnerable spot to heed your words. Anything else for your turn, Goel?
Goel is gonna yell at everyone.
Do not attack it. I have tamed this beast.
That's it.
And anything else for your for Snowsom's turn?
He's gonna go 40 feet. And he's gonna take action dodge right next to Judas.
As right after that, Jethris.
No.
You are up now.
Okay.
What was the no for?
This is the same one that shrieked at me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I somehow don't believe that he has tamed it. But I will not attack it for now. I've fought with Regulus for a while now, and he's used this a couple times. Do I get the sense that if I knock this creature into the firewall, that it would take damage? Or no?
That is correct.
Okay. I will get 25 feet closer to Evil Bird. Just so I'm sorry. Yep. But right there. And just measure, make sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's good. And I will fire some mineral shots at this creature to try and push it back into the firewall. Actually, it's Elwin's ensnared in the creature's mouth, right? Like, if I knocked it away, it wouldn't let go of him.
You have to knock him out of the creature's reach for that.
Okay, then we'll keep to the basics. Then I'll just shoot it until it rams into the firewall, and the rest of them won't push it back any further. So let's unleash 3 mineral shots. Pew, pew, pew.
Only the last one hits.
For that much.
Is it 10 feet or 5 feet movement for it?
10.
Okay, over to here. Still grappling Alwyn, not enough to get him out of the creature's reach, but still takes 17 points of force damage. That's good force damage, and 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the Gene's Wrath. As just as you turn towards the creature and blast it with energy, the creature still holds on to Elwyn. As anything else, Jethris, it also takes 5d8 points of fire damage. Regular feel free to roll that.
I will.
I have 3 left. I'll save it. Bonus action, nothing. I'll save my stuff. It's my turn. Sorry.
More than fine, as right after that, the creature will turn towards Ellen as it as it beat him originally, then Ellen nudged and it tried to restain and also reposition its bite attack so it holds him near. It will once again attempt to do so, but this time, instead of multi-attacking him, it will attempt to swallow him. Oh.
Yay!
Barely able to hit. I think that's exactly what I said. Roll
Yeah.
terribly bad.
Yeah.
As the creature this time will turn and bite you. And Elwin is inside the creature. I'll make him small.
Oh wait, I can. I can see it trying to like swallow him whole, right?
Yes.
Oh wait. Nope. I've known Gil for longer. I'm not gonna do anything.
And Elwin, you take how much damage was that? 23 points of piercing damage, and you are now inside the behemoth. The creature will then move up forth. I'll make the venom gliding from Elwin disappear for a second. He is no longer emitting fire outside of the creature. The creature will bite the Elwin and open up, stretch it more, and use it to usher him inside. And the creature will then roar towards you as a monstrous creature, as that is towards you, Jethro's breathing fire from what it just swallowed.
What the fuck?
And at the end of its turn, it's going to take another. I rolled that damage. Good damage. That's 27 points of fire damage from the wall of fire, and an extra one from Elwin. Let's see if it's so bad there. As that will be the creature's turn, and Regulus, you are up next.
Thank you for rolling the damage, Kaz. Because I might have rolled more ones.
I forgot to ask you, but I'm pretty sure you're welcome to take the damage.
Well, I guess that's quite a negative, seeing that Elwin got swallowed. There on this one, I think there is a restriction. No, there is no restriction. I mean, if we drop him off, Elwin still lives. He's just gonna crawl out of a dead creature. Anyways, I'm gonna move up. And I'm gonna use a sorcery point to extend. This is a fucking long shot. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to extend the spell. Not extend, distance spell. And I will distance spell a lightning lure. Should be able to do that. Okay, then yeah. Lightning lure on the big creature. Make a strength save.
Not at advantage, it's a
figured
19.
as much. However, I spend a sorcery point so I can fly if I really want to. I don't know if I really want to. How's the fight over there going? Is Goel screaming while hammering at a creature holding him in the air?
No, the opposite actually. He just turned and was very, very firm and strict with it.
Oh.
Put me down.
Parental stare.
I see. He parental stared the, Anyways. Yeah, I'm not gonna use much of my movement. You know what? I will, actually. I'll go 60 feet over to this nice mushroom. As it turns out, it wasn't a nice mushroom. Anyways, that would be my turn.
Well, I mean, there was a roper.
As it
there was a
turns
roper.
out,
No, there is no one. I just put it for fun.
I was just going, there's a roper on this side. It would make sense if there's a roper on the other side.
There might be, who knows? I just put it
Continuity,
for
man.
Mushroom actually has
randomly there.
nice pillars that look somewhat like teeth for some reason.
No, you don't understand. It's suddenly it changes into a giant mouth, and you know it's not a mushroom, but a giant mimic.
A mushroom
Oh,
in it,
yeah.
I would love to see that. As the Gloomstalker hears Goel, and it is very anger, but also slightly scared, and hears his words and flies up towards Archimedes. The creature will move slightly up towards here, and as it moves up towards and closer towards the platform, it will then disappear and use its shadow step. As a last act, a very bitter one, but one that at the very least will not end up with Goel falling out of there. The creature will then disappear and let Goel fall from 95
I will
feet
cast.
high.
I will distance spell. Wait, is he within 60 feet actually? Then yeah, this time I won't have to distance spell.
At a certain point, he will be once he falls. So
Yeah.
you will be able to do so.
Well, when that
As
certain
a-
point happens.
Yep. When he's within 35 feet of you, as he falls towards the platform, his fall will be reduced by your attempt, and the creature will dash off to this direction as the orc, still able to see it and from a distance, will hurl its last shots. Now that Goel is out, try and strike it. Both of which will manage to strike at it. Is it enough to bring it down? I do not believe. No, it's not. 29 points of damage. It's definitely going to make the Gloomstalker bloody, the one that's flying off into the distance. As Vala, you are up next. You can barely see at the Gloomstalker that is fleeing away, but other than that, it seems that it has let Goel out the ground.
That's a good thing. Now Dvala will just dash. Whoop. So in order to get a good look, and whoop, excuse me, Garrus says I don't really got enough range, so that will be Vala's turn, a dash.
As Elwin, you are up next. Do you take damage now or do you take it later, Artemis? At the start of the behemoth turn, you take the damage, so right now you are able to do as you please.
Yeah, fighting spirit. Oh god, that also very disgusting. Yeah, I'm gonna attack it 3 times, but this time with reverse. That's 16 hit.
16 does not hit.
I will answer that.
Go for it.
There's something missing. Give me a second.
I just want to say you could have used Bardic for that 16, I think.
I don't have Bardic.
You do have it.
Do
Jeff,
I?
do you?
I thought he just sing a song that become big. Okay, then
Seven
if you
out of that.
if you allow me to roll
I am
Bardic.
okay with that. Yeah, sure.
What is DC for it?
But it's,
But-
you roll to 1d8 and improve that by that instead of your inspiration. Yes. So that is 20, which hits. So you can keep your inspiration, Elwin, and the creature needs to make a saving throw, Jethros, for some damage, I think.
Yes, the DC might spell save number rolled
makes.
on the Bardic die. It doesn't
It
matter.
makes it's 23. And that is the damage of your attacks, Elwin, with the vulnerabilities. to it. Applied 57 points of damage into the creature as you strike again and again and again at it. And I think the creature needs to make a saving throw because that's more than 30 damage at the end of that turn. It's a DC 21. Anything else, Alun, for your turn before I make the save?
No, I don't have. This is my action bonus action. Yeah, go ahead. Oh,
The creature will still contain Elun within as Elun fights again and again against that creature. Judas, you are up next.
Just can't have him be devoured in a second charge. It's my pain. Anyway, I'll go right through the fire.
Go for it.
Oh, how much damage did I get from fire?
Regulus. Roll 5d8.
With pleasure. Dealing damage to teammates. That's my. On the enemy, I deal 11.
Favorite
On
enemy.
teammates, I deal 24.
Favorite enemies do
Now
you're going to Ranger.
favorite enemy, party member.
Anyway, Judas will start hitting the giant thing recklessly.
Go for it.
Do not hit my friend. Spit him out. Spit him out. Eat me. Anyway, stuff like that as he starts. Bloodshed Blade.
The creature is bloodied after the first attack.
Second attack. Come on. Crit. One away from crit. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's my 2 attacks.
As Judas moves forward. Do you have any more movement speed, Judas? I don't recall.
What do you mean? Do I
Any more
am I
movement
still-
speed? Because you're technically
but that
within the 10
movement-
feet. You're
I have
within
enough
10
movement
feet of the
speed to
wall
get
of fire.
right up to it. So I just don't know. Yeah, it's fine.
No. If you're within 10 feet at the end of your turn of the wall of fire, you take more damage from it. Or does it only apply once per turn? I don't recall that.
This only was a turn.
The one you enter, not the one you end. That's what I want to check.
Was it say Regulus?
A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on the turn or ends its turn there. So it's an or. Only once per turn. So at the very least,
Yeah.
it means that it does not take any more damage from that.
If
it
I
should
end
not
my
take
next
any
turn,
extra
if
damage.
I end my next turn, then I'll take damage.
Yes,
Cool.
correct. That is what I am just double checking. As nonetheless, the code was correct on the creatures. It was different turns. Regardless, as Judas moves forth and draws the creature's interest, as Goel, you are up next. The creature, Goel, are you back? Just double check.
Yeah, I'm here.
The creature, I don't know if you saw it on the creature said that the creature did fly up and then leave you to strike you onto the platform, but not onto the empty abyss. Jethros, however, did use Featherfall and you did not take up any damage. So
How
your intimidation
considerate.
succeeded, but the creature was very spiteful in the end.
Considerable. Anyways, it was killed, and who killed it?
No one killed it.
Has not been killed. It's currently just far off the screen.
Okay,
Quite the
cool.
distance.
Then I'm just gonna go 45 feet right by the wall of fire, or I guess 40 feet. Not seeing anything. Can I see a silhouette of fighting inside?
You can see the shadow or a silhouette of Judas and that massive behemoth.
Alright, well, I just used all of my movement. I can't rage and go in, so I am going to take the dodge action. And use an adrenaline rush to get some temp HP. Snow Song is gonna. Yeah, Snow Song is gonna run in. And mid run, he's gonna transform into his electric eel. It's gonna become Electric Boy, Lightning Boy, Lightning Dog.
Gains 5d10 temporary as well. And also regulars, roll me damage for the Snow Song.
He's gonna teleport in. Or does he need to know?
He
Or see?
needs to use a bonus action, and I think he needs to be able to see. On the turn that it transforms, it doesn't teleport, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's right. I've designed it so. It's okay, he has 35 temp HP.
An ally.
Roll me damage.
And
That's
Hey,
insane.
rolling high damage.
Straight for the considerate regulars, but he seems to be doing a lot of damage.
Hey,
And he's on-
my Regulus is considerate. His power is not.
Yeah. No. It's just very strange how the rolls come in this occasion. But regardless, as Snowstorm will just turn into a lightning form and move forth. Does he have any? Yep, he does have an action remaining. 23 will hit for another 5 points of slashing damage. And does not matter, and another 13 points of slashing and 4 lightning. The creature is resistant to lightning. However, needs to make a saving. Is it resistant to lightning? Just double check. I think it should be. It is resistant to lightning. Okay, that is correct. As the creature still needs to make a strength saving throw, it automatically makes them because it has a plus 13. As
Show off.
yep, exactly. As the creature will hold its posture in there, and Jethris, you are up next.
Has Snowsong taken any damage this fight, Goel?
from his temp HP.
Okay. Man. I guess I'm just hitting this shit. I don't know. The only thing that's keeping me from launching this thing off the ledge is Elwyn stole a certain sword. I will, Doesn't seem like anyone's, like, trying to knock it down or anything. I don't know. So I'll just shoot at it. I'll use, a charge from, Earth Sunder. And, I will take the axe off my back and swing it through the air, almost revolving around it, and as it does, it splits the air in front of me, creating a shockwave, and it will send one directly over here, where it's not going to hurt any of my allies, or right here, so it doesn't hit the bridge either. Just casting Shatter right there. Sorry. So let's do that. Aw, big ol' 8 damage. Take that. So it's probably 4.
Surprisingly, 8. Going to take the full amount of damage as Jeffrey, you turn towards the creature and burst at it as the creature roars back at you. That's Jeffrey.
Just imagine how much more damage I could have done shooting him with a mineral shot, and I'll back away, and that's my turn. I don't know.
The behemoth will roar towards Judas and Snowsong, and as it roars, flames wreath out of its mouth for a quick second, as it will then turn and try to stomp on both of its targets in front of it. So this is on Snowsong. Does not hit. This is on Judas. Did you attack recklessly, Judas?
Yes, I did.
So with advantage on Judas. 30, I'm pretty sure that.
6d6.
I will
Okay.
roll that, Elwin. I forgot about that. That is the damage of the poison that you take, Elwin, while inside the creature. As the creature starts to stomp on Snowsong and Judas, you only take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As the creature is a little bit more bestial in nature. Whatever it has absorbed in order to become this, it definitely resembles more of that kind. But Judas did the more damage to it. So one is Judas, two is Snowsong, who is the like target that will get bitten. Towards Judas, then, the creature will try to bite them.
Back with that.
For another 15 points of piercing damage and grappling Judas as it prepares to engulf him.
As he tries to catch him, bites into me, Judas says, "Fight upon yourself and feel the touch of the goddess. And repeat the violent. Enjoy. Thank you, that wisdom saving throw."
That's not enough.
It takes its the amount of damage as radiant damage.
30 points of radiant damage as Judas turns towards the creature as he gets bitten and points at it, bursting it with radiant light. The creature roars once again as it does not relinquish the grip. And Regulus, you are up next.
Alright. Well. Judas is burning alive, which is not uncommon, but suboptimal. So
Roll also the damage that the creature takes at the end of its turn.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
over.
Relevant. Yeah. It's not only your allies that get hit, it's also the creature.
Yeah.
See, look at those ones.
Hey, that's actually average, Mike.
With damage from Elwin from inside there. That actually means the creature takes 30 points of damage combined because it takes at that turn. It took from Judas as well, I'm even on. It takes way more than that. That means at the end of its own turn, it has to repeat the con save or hurl Elwin out. DC 21. It's a 50-50 always.
Oh yay!
And Elwin, give me a second.
Is regurgitated.
Yes, which fall prone in a space within 10 feet of the creature. Now I can be very, very mean. Oh wait, I am gonna be very mean, but it doesn't matter because Elwin is hurled into the fire. Yet takes none of it. As his form, fiery, will protect him from that.
Now I am covered in poison mucus.
And fire, don't forget the fire.
Yeah, the poison
And
gets burned off. It's okay.
No, with a fire. Like, by the way, Alwyn body in fire because of the sword, and he's wearing a fungus armor. How worse can be for his day? And he's a
Typical day in
barefoot.
the Underdark.
I'd say it's a better day because now you have armor.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And Regulus, you are up next.
Okay. Well, to avoid bringing down both Snowsong and Judas in one fell swoop, even though I joke about my damage being higher on allies, I think it's done enough. It's done actually more damage to my allies than it has to the creature, because they're taking way more than it. Anyways, I will...
takes no damage, but yeah.
Right, but I'm proccing
Yeah.
3 different sources of damage, or 2 different. Anyway, I will drop the spell.
What?
Probably my best wall of fire I've ever seen, to be fair. I actually love that.
Oh no.
I am
Literal cage
sad.
match. Well, unfortunately, I would love to keep it up, but I don't want to be responsible. I can feel the Vala stare from a distance.
The literal holy judgment.
I mean, she should be judging the 2 that charged into a wall of fire. a little more harshly. But anyway, I
Regan
will
is supposed
use.
to be the smart one in this group.
Eight intelligence. I will shoot a firebolt at this guy. Well, the big guy.
Go for
Also, I have a question. Are those orcs just like watching now, or have been?
it. Throwing. They have been attacking the Gloomstalkers mainly, but they have been keeping an eye to the environment and they decided not to move forward.
Okay, a firebolt against the angry shrubbery. Ugh. This is why I chose the wall of fire. Because I've rolled like all ones and twos on my hit attacks. Anyways, that's it.
Regulus hurls fire onto the creature that this time as the creature turns its turn, it only strikes a fiery brazen part of the creature, a scourge one, but it will deal no more damage as the flames subside. Now the oak sharpshooter, where the tracker will be able to hurl no more shots towards the creature. He looks at it for a moment and takes aim as he will hurl a shot towards it. It's a good strike. Second one, not so good, but still a potent strike onto the back of the creature. The bramble does that is, the 31 points of damage will be only 15 as the creature is resistant to piercing damage. That is. As the other orcs will just move in front of it and grab the bow and lower it instead. As in to speculate or spectate this rather than actually aid. They hold the strike and await as Vala. You are up next.
Okay, let me just make sure. Oh, what? Excuse me, a misclick made the map zoom out for like 2000%. Where the hell is the... there it is. 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, cool. We get closer to my dear idiots. And I think Vala will be using a Master Wounds. Give everyone a little pick me up. Pretty much. Is Goel injured at all? I think he's.
Goel is doing fine.
Yeah, he's doing pretty fine. So I think the heal will be going to Zethros if he's considered within 60 feet. Because
Should be.
All right. Yeah, basically Elwin, Judas, Zethros, and I think I don't know how high Regulus is flying. Because
I can. He
Ah,
should not be sadly within range.
yeah, okay,
It is
that's
60 feet then.
yeah, 60 feet in a line plus 35 up is more than 60 feet, so that's a pity. But yeah, those three people will regain 21 health as Azure Light will glimmer over their wounds and start easing them.
If it changes anything for you, Vala, Goel is missing a few hit points, not much, but he's actually missing a few hit points. I don't know if it is, if you can see that the bar is missing hit points, or it's more of a he seems fine. I'm not gonna hit him.
It might be a visual bug.
Yeah,
I see his health bar full. So yeah, of course, Goel will also regain those hit points.
He's actually missing 19, so that's actually pretty efficient healing.
True. So yeah, that will be Vala's turn. But yeah, that will be it. She was about to express some, some worry towards Judas, but then she remembers it's Judas, so he'll be fine, and that's there.
And Elwin, you are up next.
I'm gonna move away from the party because I don't want to burn them, even if it is like nothing. Can I go there?
Yes.
Okay.
Your 2 sizes smaller than the creature. You can move through its space. As if it is hard terrain, but yeah.
Do I have advantage because they're too large?
Sadly, you are 2 sizes smaller than it, so still, it's not gonna be.
Okay. I tried, so yeah,
No worries.
hold both my weapon and start striking with fury. So 16 doesn't hit, right?
16 does not.
I'm gonna reroll that with inspo. And 2 and 3 and bonus action.
All of those hits.
Great. So
For a total of 70 points of damage to the creature, given its vulnerability to acid, as you turn towards and strike and again and whack at the creature as much as you can. As anything else, Elwin?
that will be my turn.
And Judas, you are up next.
Casting we shall go. Casting we shall go. Hey, ho, the Mario. Casting we shall go. Recklessly I cut. Recklessly I cut. Nope.
Keep in mind, 14 won't hit, but regardless, you are at normal because the creature has restrained you with its bite. Advantage cancel each other out.
Wow.
I'm
Can I use this?
sure.
Can I use inspiration?
Go for it.
'Cause that just feels bad, man. Come on, inspiration luck. Wow, my rolls.
19 hits.
That's a total.
As Judas turns towards the creature onto the side and slides the sword to where the long neck of it stands. The weapon scorches with radiance at the creature but still stands. As Goel, you are up next.
All right. This huge thing is bloodied, right?
It is. It's not looking good.
Did Vala heal me or?
Yes, 21 points of healing.
Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark and attack this thing.
Go for it.
Okay, let me tick a few things. Advantage. And some forger.
That hits. That hits. What the hell? This is to the letter, the 27 hit points that he has, as Gorel. How do you want to do this?
Goel walks up. Not like how he usually fights angrily. This time he uses some of his magic to pinpoint the weak spots of this monster and does a technical way of taking down the animal. Of seeing a weak point in one of its legs, hitting it where it falls down, and then it falls down to the second attack to decapitate it, put it down swiftly, precisely what he needed to do, efficiently.
And as the creature gets stricken down, it will start to mold, corrode into this mold, squishy, nearly liquid, and brambles and thorn will scatter everywhere. Animal bones will be hurled left and right. Remains that were within it. The creature will despair. And before we continue, we will take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll be back for the rest. Take 10, everyone. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hello?
Welcome back, Jethros. We have been sitting in silence, waiting for you.
Well, as you should. Why is it still... Oh. OBS had an update, so I had to like readjust basically everything.
Recording and all. We are very much appreciative of you that you recorded the session. It actually has helped me at the very least 2 times. I can recall that I went back to watch what exactly I said in regard to certain NPC organization or alliances.
Yeah, that's a big thing, is like, you can take as many notes as you want, but like, there are like short like phrases that just like, what did I say all the way back then that I can use right now, you know? It's like, I don't know. It's like you get the gist of it, but like being able to quote something is a lot more powerful.
Yeah. Also, I might just hop off a little bit earlier. It's been a couple of trying days, being the house husband, exhaustion. So I might. I think I'll probably have another 45 minutes.
Okay, give me a few more minutes for Guel to.
No, it's
return.
all good. Don't worry. It's no. I'm just saying I'm going then because I need to go to sleep. Don't worry about me. Soon it will be daylight savings reverse again, and then I can stay, and then it's again earlier, which is better for me.
How's the paternity leave so far? Hope it's treating you well.
Good, but exhausting.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's always an adjustment, but
The
at least
thing is,
it has to be
obviously,
nice.
the kid wakes up every morning at 6
Yeah,
o'clock, so I'm going.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Are we back?
Yep.
Welcome back, Guel. We have been waiting for you.
Sorry.
No worries. It's not as in you had to be back, Kyle. As fight is just over, and though the orcs keep their hands into the weapons, they see this massive behemoth crumble and fall down into the back. Naivara looks from the hill that she is currently hiding. Slithering tracker, standing onto the bridge, slowly moving closer towards her, keeping herself out of sight of those orcs. The orcs move to the side and the ranger of them moves forth.
Do I recognize any of them?
Not by gazing at them, but there are clear marks on them that are relatively similar to the ones that you adorned from past time. It is, if they are not from your tribe, this is a wild coincidence. You are almost guessing that it is as such. Elu is in fire, and you can clearly see that those creatures are keeping an eye towards them right now. Though Eluin's shorter frame might help with that, he is burning. The orc up forth turns and speaks in Orcish. Why are you traveling with a drow, soldier?
I am using the drought. Fuck.
I am using the drow to find you. I have been lost for decades. I was enslaved, and I escaped by myself. And I have been trying to reach you, or try to free whoever is enslaved. My name is Goel.
That be. One of them says, that is Draga's son. That must be, then, the firstborn of Krushnak.
These are my companions. And the drow. The drow helped us reach you.
Potent fighter, they are, burning in fire.
Yes, they are. You know of my parents. Are they alive?
Yes, they are.
Then you must take me to them.
One of the orcs moves slightly past, speaks something in their ear, whispers towards them. The eyes shift and change, they look around the very rest. Tis cunning to use companions in those places and not travel alone. There is strength in traveling in pacts. Even if you've been separated for a while, your father taught you well. Strange people you keep amongst you, but there's need for minions, sidekicks, allies amongst them. Indeed. Come, we will take you to the camp. Draga is there. Grushna is currently missing. Now, we would shoot any drow on sight. But we'll allow your parents to make that call. They're the handmasters, tribes, leaders. We won't harm the company that the firstborn brings with them.
Out of character, but he's talking about the drow Navarra all the way in the back, right?
Nope. You realize it
talking about-
now. He's talking about Elrin. Naivara is hidden. They have not seen Naivara.
This one is not drow. This one is a slave that I have freed, and he chose to fight with me to repay his debts.
What? They look amongst themselves. A slave that wears the clothes of the former... a slave that wears the clothes of the former captor? That's unheard of.
We slayed them, and he wore nothing but rags. And it seemed useful and fits him.
One of the orcs will say, it's cold down here. Their frail skin, if their surfaces can't help them much survive in this cold. Once again, Grushnak's first will demonstrate. So an outlander's cunning. Come, join us. We'll take you to the shrine. That makes it easier. The oak will say for a second if these are not traveling drow, and then the tracker pauses, the sharp turns back. You said you were traveling with a drow then. If it is not them, then where are they?
Ah, a drow that I almost bashed their head in. And they also seemed to be disliking of the others. Performed cruel magic onto some of them. This magic led us here. I don't know what happened to that drow. I do not see it. Could have died in the fight, but if it is not showing its face right now, that's perhaps lucky of it. Because I would not oppose to disposing of it. Either way, it's better for it to hide, run away. Served its purpose.
Find the drow, the tracker will say to the other two. You, come with us. We will lead you to your mother, to their tribe, to your home, where you truly belong. Bring your companions with you.
I don't.
Noel's after that he's gonna walk back to everyone.
It seems that these are my tribe. This is what's left of them for the free. Whoever of you who does not feel comfortable to join me can stay. Or do whatever you want.
I mean, as long as they don't shoot me like they tried to Elwyn, I'm cool.
They thought he was drow. I cleared it.
Oh, alright, makes sense.
Oh, the question is, what shall we do? What are they going to do with the actual drow?
No, I told them if they find it, they can do whatever they want with it. It is a drow, after all. Either way, it seemed it knew how to survive well. So,
Yes, and it was tracking the other drow for us.
yeah.
It's not honorable. It's a form of betrayal. Or
Yes,
Huh?
I can talk to them to let the drow stay in hiding. Maybe explain to my mother, who's the head of the tribe, that this drow could be useful. I never thought of that.
Don't see her around
It's just-
anymore.
Whenever you think of drow, you think of bashing their heads in and you forget a deal you made.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Jethris looks behind him as this person walks by. Oh, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, sure.
I'll speak in Orcish to the trackers.
Can you hold off from tracking this drow? It could prove useful to free the rest of the tribe.
The two
Or at
orcs
least,
look.
do not kill it.
The two orcs look back towards you with distrust at first, but as you say, the second one, they will not do that.
Could free more of our people. I had the same inkling to kill the drow. So I understand. But it could be wiser to not do it.
This is all in Orcish, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take her captive. They will speak. Back to you.
You can. You try. It could be dangerous. It trusts us. You may not need to keep it captive. You can just keep an eye on it. It could kill you.
They will nod towards you, and they will move past. See still, the hands glow with fire. You see a strange mark on towards their fiery brand that allows them to use as a sort of torch around the area.
Jethris looks like a well. Puts 2 thumbs up. We good?
Yeah, they will keep an eye on her, so she may not run away like drows do. As we go to our family, to my family, and ask permission to use her to find more of our tribe and destroy the drow.
Cool. They say anything about that, the giant guy we heard about?
I have not had the chance to chat, but they are leaving, so we should follow.
Gaol, just for confusion, they might confuse me as a drow because maybe my clothes. I don't know why they thought I'm a drow.
Yes, your armor. I've explained it. If you walk with us, you should be fine. Unless you want to take the armor off.
Okay, I prefer to take off the armor. And turn to Jethris. Jethris, can you return me normal, please?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that you're not, regular size. Yeah, I'll put you back to fun size.
Okay, and we'll look to Regulus. Regulus, can you turn off the fire?
What fire?
I turn to my freaking engulfed body of fire. This fire, wherever you
Wasn't
throw,
me.
it come from you.
It wasn't. My
How-
spell's over. I've lost concentration on it.
How do I turn it off?
I don't know. Do you stop holding the sword? Maybe.
I stop holding the sword.
focusing so hard on it, and it'll stop maybe.
I will stop doing that. Does that work?
You turn towards the weapon and diminish the light within it. As the fire is extinguished, it burns off from you as well.
I will unequip the armor. So now and
Once again, it's not
Sure.
the armor that gives them the rock vibes, it's the cloak that
Mhm.
you're wearing. The one that you used. Yeah.
I won't have excuse to remove the armor.
That's
So-
a different thing. I'm just saying to clear any confusion amidst that.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove the armor and the cloak. So I'm gonna put both of them aside. So my AC become 13 again.
Butt ass naked.
No, I'm not naked. I
Well, I mean,
still
what were you
have
wearing
my.
under the armor?
I was wearing my torn shirt and my ragged
What?
pants.
Ass.
I still have my
Loincloth.
pants fully like it's. Yeah, only
Assless
the
chaps.
it's like the abs is showing. I make these orcs jealous.
That's why they're mad. Totally.
Oh, and those assless chaps.
So we head there.
Please. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Before we go, I feel like I do have to ask you. What do your
What?
people think of non-drow elves?
Does it matter? It should not matter. You are my companions and under my protection.
All right. I will trust your word.
If you do not feel comfortable, you can stay here or stay outside the camp.
You know, I do feel a little bit uncomfortable, but on the other hand, I used to feel uncomfortable with being around an orc, and you have proven me wrong in that. This is a great opportunity to see what your people are like.
I have not seen my people in a long time. Cannot guarantee that they will be as understanding as I am. So, they are my
Oh,
people, and I am loyal to them. But you are my friends, and I am loyal to you as well.
all right then. I don't want my presence to be more provocable than I'd like it to be. I'll wait with the others.
I think we're all following him.
Well, I'll wait with anyone who may not be following.
Is anyone not following Goal? Just keep an eye on.
I think just Vala.
Alone?
I'm mainly concerned with wherever I'm going, which I don't know where that is.
Orc camp.
Who wants to
Meet my
venture to
mom.
the orc camp? Meet Goel's mom.
I want to meet Mom.
Shouldn't we all go? Separating in the Underdark doesn't
Yep.
seem like a great
We definitely
idea.
Well, it will be interesting
Oh,
to see
wait.
what happens if the drow gets murdered in his caught and murdered in his camp.
Looks at line of elves.
Half elf, and it would be interesting. It's like I'm going. Please don't catch her because then I might have to kill some orcs.
Right.
So who's
Regulus
going?
is stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I still technically have our telepathic communication up. But still, I think we shouldn't split up.
All right.
Completely honest, I feel like even if you are an elf, you're probably safer with an orc in the group than just out here where there might be orcs hunting elves.
Or drow hunting elves.
Whatever.
Yes. Seeing as I'll probably be by my own, I prefer testing the patience of a few orcs than the cloaks of 100 possible drow. I'll tag along.
You all decided to follow the tracker. Along the line that they are moving, you will find a few corpses more of those gloomstalkers that they were on the prowl, on the hunt for.
On the way, I'll say. It go well.
Yes,
How long's it been since you seen your mom last?
so I was a child.
Mm,
Yes, we were enslaved, and not free like this. So I do not know what happened to her.
okay. She's cool, right, though? Like, probably.
Yes, she is my mother. Like how we met your family.
Mm-hmm.
It could be different. They are family.
Yeah. Is there anything we should like do before we get there that will be like polite? Like, should we take off our shoes at the door, or like just so we don't step on their toes or anything?
No.
All right.
Just show strength. Do not show weakness.
Should be
Associating
easy
with
for me.
weakness. Yeah. Associating with weakness could weaken yourself. Being a strong character, physique, would make you more accepted in the orcs.
He nods.
After a little bit of a skirmish, a little bit of a skirt in there, they're trying to look for the outcome, but the tracker knowing exactly how to move on those very vast corridors of the Underdark, endless as labyrinth, like as they might look. The very lot of you seem to lose sense of orientation. Everyone make me a survival check.
Sure.
Oh no.
Dang.
That's a shitty roll. Did I get an inspiration? I think I got inspiration, but
I'm not sure if you used it at some point. I did give
no, I think
an
if
inspiration
I
at
have
some
only
point.
one inspiration, that I've used it.
As Regulus, Judas, can you roll me your survival as well? Keep an eye on something.
Survival. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everyone.
Something I'm extraordinary at.
Me
Behold.
too. I mean, I'm definitely not just the same as regulars. No, definitely not the same as regulars.
Aside from Elwin, you, to the extent, if you were let down after that track, after that trail, after that hike that you're doing from that place, from that bridge, the Megan Bridge, all the way to the Orcon, if they were to leave you there, you wouldn't know how to return. It's becoming that hard to navigate on those constantly shifting corridors that are around. Elwin, you might be able to recall the information there. Not necessarily accurately, but you realize that it takes an intense, nearly insane means of orientation to be able to navigation sense to find the path back. It's like an endless labyrinth at this point. But alas, once this is all over and done, giving probably to some very much afraid elves the thought in the back of their head that this is how they get murdered, as they are being put into a place where they realize they do not know at all, and there is no way out for them. You will soon reach onto an encampment. Fungal growth of the Underdark resides on one side as it being cultivated to be used as the oak tracker raises its bow up ahead and another one raises their own. You of the oaks stand by guards, turn and look toward the very lot of you as the tracker moves forth and exchanges a few words in Orcish. Goel, you understand, as he informs of the situation of who they have amongst themselves. The conversation then shifts in regards to the nature of those companions. It informs that they are not, they are allies or they are accompanying Goel I'm also part of his mission to find all of those in here. The orcs will move to the side and the hunter will pave the way up forth, as if it is dragging a drape that allow you to see in the camp. Come, it will speak. Come, Draga is this way.
Mm.
You move up ahead into the camp, and there are many things to look, notice, and see. As you move inside, you will notice a lot of orcs that stand around polishing weapons and axes, bows, hand axes, scimitars, all sorts of weaponry. Onto the one side, you can see quite the couple that they do have. Wrath, deep wrath of the Underdark that stand in there, making the animal noises as they are being used for transporting different goods. The other side, a much more bigger creature, with still the horns of what appears like a ram, but very more hard and dense. A strange creature that resembles an ox, not quite, stand in there, unshackled, unrestrained, just feeding on from the some fungal mushrooms that the orcs provided for them. As you move up ahead, you can see all of them standing around a small pond over there with a slightly few frogs, perhaps tadpoles, not mind flayer ones, not illicit tadpoles, that's not the ones. As a number of tents and hutch being made from salvaged leather of questionable origin, probably of animal pelts, the most of it, but other as well makes the encampment and the barricades of this camp. The orcs turn and give a look, surprised by the very sight of the lot of you. In the middle, you can see humane remains of a hand that has a pale blue skin tone lingers in there, detached from a body that is not found. Bones clatter in the area, bones that probably resemble that of a humanoid, as in there some draconic-looking creatures, drakes, seem to be feeding on.
Can I tell what type of drakes?
Make me a nature check,
Okay.
Jethros. Those are ambush drakes. Creatures that are the equivalent of a wolf, but in the equivalent of a beast, like a wolf, but in the draconic category. They can be tamed, though they are very savage.
I raise a surprised eyebrow and I keep walking with Goel. Real quick, on the way here, I would have on Judas casted a real quick cure wounds because he's hurt. So this is for him.
More than fine. Into the distance, as you are standing in here, as you move in forth, Jethro's, the very lot of you, as you turn around and gaze, you can see what appears like an opening into the side of the hair with strange bone jaws protruding at the entrance. Vala and Goel probably a little bit more perceptive, but others might notice it as well. You see something that seems to be standing at the very base of it, like a feline creature but massive that seems to block the path. Strange spots appear onto the hide. Is this an animal trophy? Is this something else? It's hard to tell from the distance, but you do notice the torso of what looks or resembles a massive tiger or something of that kind. Some sort of animal, perhaps.
In which direction?
To the left, where there is this strange cavern-looking opening. There's
Like a humanoid,
jaw.
like tiger type.
Not a humanoid. It seems to be onto the ground, blocking the entrance, and it's massive. The frame of it's nearly to the size of that of an elephant that blocks the entrance, and you can see strange spots
Bipedal
on
or-
it. Quadrupedal. It seems as if it is on the side over there, blocking the entrance. Not able to gauge its full form. Well, I guess if it helps a little bit, I'll put it on the screen, but just so you
Whoa.
understand. It is. You do not see the mane of it or the head of it right now, nor the tail, but you see the size of it or more the side that's blocking the entrance over there.
Do we keep following this guy? Is he like leading us to?
As the man moves up forth and speaks the oaks in there, the son of Draga is here. They will say, she is busy. One of the two females that stand in there will say, she's busy. Another one will say, she's on duty. I am certain that she would be more appreciative if she were to see her lost son. Their eyes widen as they look towards Goel. All right, but only him. Point. The oak moves to the side. Go.
Goel
Drake
points to.
blocks you. Go ahead.
Yeah, Goel points to Snow Song and does a stay, a hand gesture, and looks to Jethris and like keeps an eye line with them and gestures with his eyes to just wait for me.
Jethris puts an index finger to his head and then points at Goel, indicating that we have the telepathic bond up, but that's it. He stays.
Alright, I'm gonna nod and walk in.
You move the drape past. Move forth. I'll lock you in now. Gonna lock you there. As Goel will move forth, and I'll turn to Goel in there, but I'm pretty sure this is a very intense or at the very least an interesting moment. But before doing so, I'll turn to the ones that are outside, because they are out in the dark. They know nothing that is happening. You get strange glimpses from those creatures, but not necessarily hostile ones. Distrusting for sure, but not necessarily looks of enmity. Measuring you, in a sense, as you move forth. What's everyone in here doing? Go ahead, Jeff.
I'd like to go over to the enclosure where they're keeping the drakes and just, I guess, start chatting with them like one would like some dogs set up for adoption. Hey, yo, what's going on in here? In Draconic.
You see the creature turn and looks towards you and then shows its teeth shocked in blood, somewhat brittle, and you can see that the fangs, their fangs are a little bit more sharp and edged as if they are primarily feeding from remains that have bones, made somewhat serrated so they can chomp on it.
Jethro says, I see y'all got good tastes. How about something a little bit more fresh? And I'll rip off a piece of some dried meat rations and I'll throw it to Actually, I'll take like 3 out just so that they don't have like a little feeding frenzy, and I'll throw it to each of them.
You hurl one of those onto the creature. They jump in there as into the side, the orc from here will jump instead and speak in Orcish to them, in language that you do not understand, as not in Orcish, sorry, in Draconic, to them. Halt! It will say, and all of those will stop, and the orc will move up forth and grab 1, 2, 3 of those rations that you threw towards them. Jethrusen will move closer towards you. In common, it'll speak. You will satiate their appetite or change it. They are used for other things. Do not shun it. And he will put them onto your hand, return them to you.
Seeing that he knew Draconic, I will respect that and speak back in Draconic. My apologies. I was not aware of this. Just trying to make a few friends. Where'd you get these guys?
Groshnak's most bottom hand. The tales of it are still whispered to this very day. Mighty hunt. For one to slay a dragon. To old one, that is. A very impressive task.
I think taking advice from Goel on showing off strength, Jethris is going to very pointedly straighten out and brush off his dragon scale poncho. Yeah, that's what I hear. Very impressive people, those that can do that.
He looks at the cloak, realizing what that is. Interesting. And then we'll come more close towards you and sniff at you, smell, get a feel. You carry the scent of a dragon.
I do. Goel talked a lot about dragon sin back where I came from. And he ended up being right about that.
What slayed beast gave you this? Points at the poncho.
Well, we encountered a green dragon, a very huge one, while we were heading down a river. He apparently was being a bit tricksy with the people nearby, and we didn't take too kindly to that. We got quite a few boons from that. But this was quite fancy. I dig it.
Tricksy, huh?
Yeah, it's what they're known for. The green ones, at least.
Not the only one. Do so. The orc moves to the side and just turns with the bottom side of the staff or the club that he's adorning, just smack onto one of the ambush rakes and strike at them, and they, in primal frenzy, kind of just jump back and get some distance from them as he will return to his spot. On his way back, as he turns his back towards you, Jeff will say, I am sure that tale will come at one point. Grushnak would relish in hearing his son of it. And the orc then moves to return close to the campfire.
And Grushnak is an orcish or draconic deity, I'm assuming?
Nothing of the two.
Okay.
You do not recognize of who he speaks.
Okay. So maybe something to ask Goel. I'll just go back to watching the behavior of the drakes. That's it.
I'll see if, because everything takes place at the same time, I'll see if to just go by the side. Judas, is there anything that you'd like to be doing in here while you are?
Not really. I just want to be hanging out, meditating on the pain, and just helping out, generally speaking, observing. And hopefully not seeing a drow being dragged in and killed. That's me.
You move a little bit to the side more so to keep an eye on the whole encampment and,
And,
your
and that
allies
being
mainly.
and that being said, I have to go. See you guys.
We'll see you next week, Judas. Don't worry. Have a good one. Continuing on to the list, Regulus. There's something that you'd like to be doing while we are in here.
Probably keep it to myself and not trying to piss off any orcs.
Throw fireball.
Hey, you know what? Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. This fire, this campfire just suddenly explodes. Imagine. No, I'm not gonna commit war crime. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go find whatever corner that Vala and I can sit in that doesn't, attract annoyance by the orcs. I don't really have. I don't speak the language anymore. I gave it up. I forgot it, apparently, somehow. Who would have thought? So I guess I will just filter over through here. Did Goel get ushered deeper into the camp?
Yes, in there.
Okay.
This is where his mother is.
I'm just gonna go over here, find a comfortable pillaged barrel to sit by, and sit there.
Make me I'm not sure if this is history or nature. Make me a history check. Yeah, history makes sense.
Doesn't make it any better. History. Let's get it.
Wow.
That's about right. You know what? I got sorcery points to fuck up. I'll use a sorcery point, since I know a 1 is probably not a good one.
So they say. Go for it.
Come on, 19. Best I can roll. Come on, 19. That's second best or third best I can roll.
You move towards there and stand for a second. You look to the cavern that it is being obscured by those strange spotted marks. You realize something that you've heard about those creatures. You have never seen them, but you know. These are the spots of a spotted lion, a creature massive that is also. They are hunters that gather in prides to hunt enormous prey. But from giant elk to mammoth, roughly twice the size of a common lion, with a dusky coat and mane, with speckled charcoal-colored spots. But you know something about those creatures. They are being oftenly used as pets or hunting companions by stone or cloud giants.
And this is like a pelt on a wall?
Not a pelt, like a body in there that's blocking the entrance to here. Though you don't see the whole of it, you do see the spots of it, like it's using its length and its size to block the entrance to the area.
I'm gonna... I instead of doing that, I'm gonna, filter over this way. Do I attract the annoyance of these 3 orcs if I start walking towards that area?
As you move a little bit closer, they will move to the center and raise a hand as for you to stand still. This is holy ground, past this place. You are not allowed in this area.
Sorry. Does it happen to be holy ground of giants? Or of orcs?
This is hunting ground. Our holy coven lies below. Place for trials of the pilgrims and the initiates, or of renowned hunters of our tribe. These are our tribe's holy grounds.
I seem to notice she got a really big lion over there.
They nod.
Would I know if these kinds of lions understand giants?
You're all pretty high. They are still animals. It's just that many giants, because of their frame, like to use them.
Yeah. So they have no intrinsic connection to giant.
No, not really. It's just more of similar to how the frost giants use mammoths to ride into combat. Similar other giants, because they are massive, they're not normal lions, because for that it would be just a cat. A normal lion, that is.
And can I see past into that area? No, you said that.
Yeah, the spotted lion pretty much blocks the path with a frame.
If I don't step past the lion, and I pet the lion.
They look amongst themselves for a second. They just one turns to the other. Make my persuasion check. Sadly, I forgot to say that on the history check, but you rolled the one, your disadvantage wouldn't matter much. But you are at disadvantage, make me persuasion.
Oh. Deep sadness.
Because you have an exhaustion level there.
Yeah, I know. Damn. I'm persuading them to have me get bit by a lion. Come on.
They look towards you as you speak to them. Give me a second. Look at the sky. Yeah, pretty. They'll turn and look towards you, Regulus, as they say, strange. Ask. Can't harm, though. Let them. If they get bitten off, they get bitten off. They move to the side. No further from this area.
Yep. I walk up to the lion. You're a lot bigger than the Snow Song. I will just ever so slightly reach out and hold on. Actually, I have a thing for this. There you go. Moments before disaster.
I saw that.
Do not see something.
No,
Look
that's
at my token.
It looked like it's batting it.
Okay. Okay. Make me your animal handling check, Regulus. You know it was coming.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm at disadvantage anyway.
Yep.
I'm invested, Kaz. You have no idea the investment I have in this. As I walk up towards the lion, or as I'm allowed to walk up towards this lion, I will subtle spell Greater Restoration of myself. I'm gonna do it. I I don't have. I mean, it gets rid of a terrible thing that's kind of wearing me down. So
I'll
get
assume
rid of
that
my
as Regulus
exhaustion.
approaching, he grabs a little bit of a diamond dust, rubs it across his hands,
Snorts
doesn't
it.
speak nor perform any
Don't
sort of
snort it.
other. No, just rubs his hand as if he's like about to lift some weights or something, and clears himself from the exhaustion. Go ahead.
I just
Regulus.
imagine double, like just rubbing them together, and then like a defibrillator, pat on the lion. And here is where I die and roll a new character, folks. I will roll at
Don't
normal.
rub its belly.
And he loses a hand.
14. It's not under 10. It's
He
Well,
loses a
still.
finger.
So here's the thing.
thing.
Here's the thing. I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you know what? Okay, Kaz, I might sweeten the deal. I will try and use the animal handling and speak to it with the giant as the key phrase, because it might have heard it before. Maybe. Boss.
It might be able to understand, or it might not. In this occasion, sadly, it does not understand the language of giants, though it has at the very least a very much a certain might have heard a few words from it, make it a little bit calmer from that. I'll allow this as part of this. You don't make best friends with it, but you are not getting a scratch in return. You move your hand slowly, gently, but you put as you place your hand, the dry on the dust still dry on your skin. You see the creature move slightly, but then stand still, as it allows you.
Excellent. Worth 100 gold dust, 100 diamond dust, and a 5th level spell slot.
You do not become best friends with it. That I will say.
What would I have to roll to become best friends with it?
But I'll shift to somebody else for
I have a lot of sorcery points, Kaz.
I'll shift to Elwin for the time being, then to Vala, and then to Goel. Because I'm pretty sure the more intense one is happening in there, but exploring this camp is also of importance. Elwin, is there something that you would like to be doing in here?
Well, it was, but Regulus told that. So no longer gonna go to the lion. So like, when a friend bring another friend to a party, he doesn't know anyone, and that friend leave that friend, and he's standing there alone. That's what Goel did. Like I'm standing there, generous with these creature. Goel enter. Everyone left. Elwin thought of going to that lion, but seeing Regulus already did go there, so he decided to not do it. And like he stand there, not knowing to do anything, and for a minute, then he will circle around and go sit there.
As Elwin, make me an. What's your passive insight first?
I have +5, and I have
From
advantage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, so 20. And make my religion check. Or a history check. I guess history makes more sense than religion in this regard. So history check.
See how smart is Elwin. It's smart. I will inspo that.
Go for it.
That's smart. I'll remove
Vala
the
said
inspo.
that multiple times earlier on, but it is something that Elwin knows as well. In the many tales of the elven kind and the Seldarin, the elvish pantheon is the gods of the elves. It is very much known that one of the main enemies is the patron deity of the orcs. That is lore and the knowledge that Elwin definitely has from the teachings of his clan, background, not clan, I guess from his house, and all of that. One thing that you do notice as you are standing there, surely every single move of you is getting scrutinized by those orcs. However, you do not sense the hostility you are expected to see. That's from your insight as well.
Mm.
You expect them to look towards you with enmity. You see distrust in their eyes. You see that they do not see you for much of a fighter or much of a respected figure, but there is no malevolence in their eyes, at the very least. Right now, as you are standing in there, one of the orcs will come around the spot, the one that was with you. You are standing on my spot, it will say in common.
Mm. You know, I will look to the all empty spot. There are a lot of empty spots. You could take any of them.
He looks towards you. All of the orcs shift their attention back towards there. This is a circle of hunters. Are you a hunter, boy?
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry, Goel. That person will be. How tall he is?
He's about 7 feet tall, something as such.
Yeah, athletic check. I'm gonna grab his, uh, the skin of his belly or wherever it is and lift him up.
As go for it, Elwin.
Yeah.
They can't make it as you move towards the grab them from the chest and raise them up quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4 orcs jump against you. The one that you raised a few feet from the ground, or maybe just stands there gazing straight into your eyes for a second. You see shock as they are instantly pulled up. The other 4 take a step toward you with weapons close by, as the one that you are holding up
I'll,
will say, go ahead.
I'll like when I lift him, I'll say, I am twice your age. And don't call me boy. If we had a sword fight between me and you will be running. And you will not able to flee from me. And I'll put him down.
I show you fight in there. If I were to choose how we fight, you chose how we would fight. Sure, would surely lose. But if I were to do so, you'd be dead before your sword would even harm me. Do not forget that. The orcs move back towards there. It speaks a few words in Orcish as they gaze back towards you, Alwyn, as the orc will return to its spot.
I'll sit back.
And last but not least, before I get to Goel, Valam, anything that you'd like to be doing in here?
Could I take some time and let you know next session, because I'm torn between a few things and I don't want to take too much time now.
No worries. Think a little bit about. I'll return to you potentially after Goel, or I'll return to it next session. That's all in good faith. As I'll shift to Goel. Goel, you there? Just do a quick check.
Yeah.
As you move into this tent, and inside here there is a woman, but that woman is with claws out there, just trying to slash and cut the 2 women that are keeping her in check. Onto the side, as you move past there, you see another female orc with axe on the hand, ready to jump if needed be, as the 2 women, the 2 female ones, seem to be trying to keep that woman down. The woman is pregnant. You can see she's being ruthless, ravaging, bloodthirsty at this point, just slashing and slicing and cutting around as you see the orc that you very well know as Draga standing in there using magic, augmenting them with energy, healing energy. You are close, Bulak. You are close. Do not let it be the last of you. You are close. The voice will be heard from behind as the ranger closes the drape and allows you to pass in. Draga. And she moves and she turns and looks towards there to see her son after quite the time that has passed. In the moment, she will quickly drop whatever she is doing to turn attention to Goel. Draga! The one next to her will speak angered and further. You can see frenzy in her eyes. A few broken tooth, and some tusks on there trying to contain this one. Draga! She moves a little bit closer. Is this... screw this. Guardia! Get in here! Help me contain this one. And the one from behind drops their weapons and moves over there and throws a punch straight into the face of the pregnant one to nearly incapacitate him, smack him onto the bed as Draga moves close towards you. Inoki speaks. Is it fully you?
Goel is going to lay down both warhammers and kneel down to his mother.
It is me. I have finally found you.
Her hand extends in the back of your neck as you are kneeling in front of her. She pulls your head and face close to her, I'll assume belly, as you're standing in there, close to her chest. You're definitely taller than her, so somewhere in between, as she will. It's true then. You are alive. You are alive. After all this time, you are. And you can feel pain in the back of your head as if your skull is about to get crushed by the sheer might. Draga and the claws that she has. You feel the pressure, but you can hear sobbing as well. You look up and you can see tears under the watery eyes of Draga.
Do not cry, mother. I have grown strong. I will avenge our family. I will avenge our tribe.
Shh. Do not speak, my boy. Let me have this. The woman behind scream, Draga, we're losing her. And Draga turns and snaps towards them. Then maybe we will. Tonight, I found my boy, and my son equals 10 more times or whatever this one might provide. Fuck, the other one speaks. Could you keep your contain? I'll try trade. And Draga doesn't even flinch and returns back towards you, girl. Hands shift from the back of your skull to the neck and slowly nudging your head upward. I missed you, boy. It has been way too long. Oh, how I wish that your father was here to see you.
What
When
happened
we
to him?
reunite, that will be the day. Mighty fist. That is how our tribe will celebrate this. You asked what happened right after, as you said. Nothing to worry. He's being a captive now. But it's not the first time that he has been caught. Not the last time that he will escape their grasps.
Where is he?
Handing out the Danothal that put us to this fate. But he's a cunning. He will survive out there. He will not get captured. That is, I said captured earlier on. I meant missing, not captured. He's still missing.
I have a way to maybe save my father and avenge our tribe.
Oh, no. Boy, I did not wait all those years only to find you and lose you again. You are going nowhere. You are here, where you belong, with your tribe, your family, and your blood. And that is all you need.
Goel will stand up from the kneeling and stand up much, much taller. Look down to his mother.
I am not the boy that you saw before. I have killed dragons, monsters, ancient beings. I will be able to defeat the whole tribe of the damn drow.
Then you are more. He hears that as you say, dragons. Then you are more a son of a father than you were even before. I do not doubt that you will wreak havoc on the enemy. May the battlefield roar with your name as you hunt down your enemy. But today, you are here. You are where you always were meant to be.
Goel smiles. This has never happened. Like, nobody else would know this. Goel smiles and hugs his mother, showing a side of him that would never be shown anywhere outside of the confines of that room.
Behind closed doors, even so, in this occasion.
I feel like Snowsong would have felt it, and then he would be looking at the room with and just staring at the door. That probably is the thing he would notice.
There is so much to be done. There's so much to say. The woman behind them will turn towards the other one, since the dragon seems no spotter. Korja, quick, bring Raguk. You can only help this. Korja moves up forth and opens the drop quickly. As see, not a door really, more so a drape. It's a tent, more so, as it closes swiftly behind her. As you see a woman running from there, as she will get all the way to the other side. Open the drape, move forth, close the drape. A few words are exchanged into the distance as this time She's not the only one coming out from there, as behind here, another orc seems to be following. An orc with a ram skull on his head and multiple other skulls gilded onto his belt pouch. Some component regions, potentially material costs, for material components for magic. What constitutes probably shaman. He moves around, follows Gorja behind as Raguk stands for a moment there, stands still and looks back towards Jethros, Judas, and Regulus for a second. As Gorja standing there with the drape open, Raguk, now, fast! And he will move forth as
Can I tell why he stopped? An insight check, maybe?
sure.
Like, is it just like I'm looking for? Is it like surprise mainly that outsiders are here, or is there a particular thing that pokes at? Probably not with that roll. I'll use my inspiration.
And then go for it.
Hey, that's better.
You can clearly see that they are. They look towards you, and for a second, as they stand, they look surprised to see the very lot of you here. As you do not, they might have not been informed, but it is clear to you that they were, for a moment, very much unsettled by your presence.
Okay.
As they will move beside you. What's going on? She's in pain. Turns and looks back towards Goel and Draga. Get out. Draga, if you are not to help, get out of here. Come. Come.
Okay.
She will open the door and move out. Clearly, you can see, Goel, that she doesn't care much for what happens in there.
I don't think Goel cares either.
Yeah, no, I'm just make
It's
sure.
just go along.
As he will move a little bit closer towards the small,
As they
hole
were
have.
walking,
can-
Goel's gonna grab Draga's hand and stop her for a bit and point her or like face her towards the people, the new people.
I've come with some allies. If you are willing, you can meet them now. They are quite reliable. And I call them as my friends. They have helped me stay alive this whole time. And there are some that are not here with us. But those of them that are here were willing to help me get to you.
Draga turns around and gazes towards Jethros, Vala, Judas, Elohim, Regulus, and Snowsong. Snowsong approaches. She will look down towards the kneeling front. Who is this?
This is the spirit of my first companion, Snowsong. He died protecting me, but his spirit lives on. He's a true and faithful friend.
A spirit of the great hunt. He looks down towards Snowsong. Now that a beast. And looks back towards towards the rest of the animals in the area. Pets snow song, as you can clearly see that she's very much keen and very much proficient in animal handling as well.
Sunsong does a big old doggy smile and happy wag tail.
Take me to those companions. Yes, I'll like to meet them. But give me a moment as we stand in here. I will to remember this day.
Nice.
One last thing before we call it off, as this is where we will put a pause. You will see coming out of that tent, you will see the shaman as he moves out and moves somewhat fast with, as you can hear, a horrid scream of pain. That of a newborn, that sounds nearly bestial, as you'd expect for an Orcish baby. The baby is, however, draped in clothes as the shaman moves onto the other tent, obscuring it.
But the mother's not following.
No.
Hmm.
And this is where we are gonna put a pause. Until next week, of course.
Yeah, I liked it.
Hmm.
All right.
No,
Hope you enjoyed
was a
today's
big
session.
softie.
Mm.
I enjoyed it a lot.
It was nice.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Very good episode.
An episode. What's the TV series called?